reign of the city to what exactly now is presumably under Keely's control. And while Cassandre instantly showed a very strong desire to destroy this thing ASAP, the king and queen didn't seem to be that bothered with it in the moment. As long as the threat is not direct, they seem to be keeping it in mind, but not actually keeping it in forefront. Also hypothesizing that Keely is possibly spelling their own demise by putting way too many eggs in too many baskets. But with you all having alerted, for the most part, people of import of what is going on, you each took yourselves some time to relax and to take a rest, a well-needed one after all the chaos and endless shenanery that has been happening the past 3.5, 4 months, give or take, between you all. And with that, Jack has gone just to the most expensive room he could possibly find, because he gets it for free regardless, and has just been chillaxing the literal entire time. With Astrid enjoying fine dinners and shopping, and also learning magics from Volmer, experiencing just what kinds of magic she can cast from her book and what kind of effects it may entail. While Volmer himself has gone to study, to research the blade and the pouch that he had found prior with the pit of death that was from Itzea, while also trying to train with his blade just that little bit more to get even more in tune with it. Alright, Windows, shut the fuck up. But with the fair of the night incoming with the next night, and as you all seem desired to take even longer of a time to yourselves, what is the plan? And Dalmar, is there anything of note that you have been taking care of in the past week?
I'm going to kind of do a mix between what Ashrin's doing and what Jack's doing. I'm going to go get myself a good meal. And then I'm going to go into my room and meditate for 12 hours straight.
Okay.
And
so, just for the sake, go ahead and just mark
a
off.
lot of time just with my spirit and talking about things, and yeah.
Okay.
You said
go ahead and just mark off 5 gold pieces for the meals, for the sake of brevity.
Cool. And then I'm going to head out to the woods at some point and start whittling.
Alrighty.
While Dalmar's in the woods, he just hears random yelling from Volmer and Ashrin nerding out in the other clearing.
To be fair, it depends how early he went into the woods, because there's a chance he just heard Volmer probably wailing on a tree or something.
That's probably, yeah.
Actually, not even wailing, just running into trees as he tries to learn to blind run with.
So that's
out there playing
basically
whack
what...
Whack fuck.
Whack fuck.
Yes, you're playing a game of whack fuck.
What's whack fuck? I've
Whack
never heard of this.
Fuck! That's whack
Is that
fuck.
it?
Yeah. It's the sound of someone getting hit, and then them going, fuck! Whack fuck.
Funny.
I'll basically spend the majority of my entire week meditating in the room, meditating in the forest, whittling in the forest, just spending time with my spirit, doing all of that.
Okay.
Being remarkably monkish for being a thieving rogue. That's okay.
Actually, very true.
Dalmar's becoming a
A lot
hippie.
less horny than I thought.
Yeah. What happened to the horny, Dalmar?
Trauma.
Oh, fair enough. That'll take it out of you.
Yeah.
Okay.
But I do want to add in one thing. While Jack's like just vegetating and stuff like that, he is going to be processing in his head, trying to get a good idea of how fast that dragon can move, based upon like watching it come out and fly at them when we first ran away. Because he has an idea.
Give me
Like I said, this is gonna be pretty much the whole time throughout the first week. He's just running it through, trying to.
Give me just straight intelligence. 'Cause that's a lot of math.
This.
Oh,
Go,
my
Jack.
Should I give one for each
dumb
day?
boy.
Not really, because there's only so much you could do in the essence of like, well, I don't know what the exact distances are. That's the biggest issue.
Okay.
Yeah, because you don't know the difference from the cave to the edge to how far you flew up, how fast it was going, where it was point-wise to the mountain. There's so many missing variables. It's just you try and puzzle it, but it's like you're missing literally like 17 puzzle pieces.
I have an idea. Because that thing can't track. Well, possibly can't track it over here. If we go back and go to like a kind of like a dead zone out in the middle of nowhere, almost down to where the Arakakra were. I wonder if we can get the dragon to come find us. And then when it gets like within viewing distance, we teleport to its horde. Then we can just clean the fucker out.
That'd be good.
Because at that point in time, it's probably going to take a couple days travel for it to get back to
And
us.
then we can never return to that continent
I was about
again.
to say, then we can never go to Boris Land again.
We're already running into that issue with Volmar attuned to the crown. And as long as we keep...
Well, I can just take the crown off and put it in a bag of holding, but if it's a whole horde...
That's what I'm getting at, is we can put the horde in the bag of holding.
There are some stuff in there that we're not going to fit in the bag of
I
holding.
was to say, how are you
That's
gonna put
fine,
a whole
we-
fucking dragon horde in a...
We
Bag
go
of
sell
holding.
what doesn't fit in the bag of holding to someone else on another continent, so the dragon can't go after it.
Like, can you imagine just being some salesman thinking you just got, like, the steal of a lifetime? So you decide to move to Boris Land to celebrate, and for new economic opportunity, and then you get to your first city, and a fucking robot dragon just murks you.
Hold up,
You know what that sounds like? Not our problem.
Even better,
Until-
no. I got one better. We go back to, the Feyard in, Lemoy.
What the fuck is the Feyard?
Is this where the douchebag is?
There's that one, and then there's Coral of the Coral's Potion Bay, and,
Yeah!
go back to
Oh,
one of
are
those
those
two
the-
motherfuckers.
Are those,
Yeah.
are those the
Jack is
shoprunners
still
on
wanting
Zelda?
to nuclear strike this fucking shit.
Yeah,
I
well,
literally
they
have.
just didn't like you because you tried to rob them.
I mean that was that one, but not Coral though. Coral was the one that just was a complete fucking asshole to Ashran.
Yeah, she was
That
like
one,
racist, right?
Yeah.
that one is fair, but the other guy, like, he did nothing wrong.
Oh, he was still an uppity asshole, so fuck him.
You tried to rob him.
Wait, can we get
No,
something
no.
from the horde and just send it to my parents?
That's fucking funny.
I don't think that affect them too much, would it?
If they got their house burned to the
To be
ground,
fair-
yes, it would.
We don't know yet
They aren't
whether or
close
not
enough.
this dragon
Aren't they?
can track it this far.
Oh, that's fair, yeah. And
That
also,
dragon could show up in this next week that we're sitting here waiting.
Mm-hmm.
But we're kind of hoping it can't.
We are, and theoretically it shouldn't be able to because they said, miles to an entire continent, and we're on a different continent, but this thing's not a normal
We're
dragon.
an ocean away. We're an ocean away.
also, Bulmer, to be fair, that elf dude was pissy and uppity to other customers. Then Jack tried to, rob him.
Yeah, but, like, at the same time,
He was still an asshole to
can't-
customers. Nope, can't do
you
that.
can't rob someone and then act like they're the bad guy.
Unless you're robbing them because they're the bad guy.
Uh,
That was Jack's whole thing, was just like, this dude's being an asshole to these
It's not
customers.
stealing if it's
I
from
thought
a
you
dick.
I thought you were trying to steal from him because you just didn't want to haggle.
He wouldn't haggle the other, like, with the other guys and, like, bargain and, like, and was getting pissy with them. And then at that point in time, I was still contemplating whether or not Jack would actually, like, just try to outright buy it or, you know, kill it.
Yoink it?
Yeah, and then when he was being a dick to the other people, I was like, nah, Jack's just gonna steal this shit. Fuck it.
To be fair, like, sometimes you just want to sell things for shelf price.
That's fair, but you don't gotta be an asshole about it. Jack was a businessman at that point in time. You know, you gotta be nice to the customers. To an extent, I mean, of course, but... You know. You don't just walk into Walmart and their associates tell you to fuck off when you ask a question.
Yeah, but if you walk into Walmart and ask them to lower the price by 20% for no reason, they're probably gonna call security. And
That's a
escort you
different
out.
story, though, because we don't have haggling in, like, our everyday to day life. You go to, like, Mexico and do something like that, that's 100% okay. It is. Outside of, like...
Depending on the area.
Yeah, outside of, like, big markets and stuff like that, but, like, your general, like, normal shops
Wasn't
or
this in a
vendors...
big city?
No, it wasn't a big city. I don't think so.
I wouldn't call it a big city, but it was a city.
Yeah. But even, like, in Mexico, if you go to, like, shops in, like, good example, Mazatlan, you know, it's a tourist trap area, but it's still a pretty decent-sized city. Most shops that aren't, like, chains and stuff like that, you could still haggle. And pretty much every single vendor outside of, like, a normal shop, you always haggle. My experience, been to Mexico twice.
Yeah.
First time for 19 days, second time for a week. Haggling was entertaining, but
Hey, Jack. Sock says sorry for calling you really early.
uh-huh. I got woken up to a Discord call from her
It was
cat.
Ashton's cat.
And the worst part was, it had turned down the volume on her computer, so she couldn't even hear me.
On my keyboard, so it turned the volume completely down. Called Jack, and I didn't know that this was happening because I couldn't hear anything.
That. Are you sure that's a cat?
I don't know.
The mimic.
It looks like the cat.
I don't know. It's staring directly at us. It has intent.
It's a mimic.
Right.
It's a Flurrigan.
Anyways,
Yeah. Anyway,
so what's next?
What's next is if any of
Just
y'all have
continue
any
actually
plans
playing the game.
whatsoever for celebrating or partaking in the Fair of the Night, which, as previously described, is mostly a much more reserved and quaint celebration. Unlike the other times, this is definitely not a citywide affair of celebration and running around in glee and happiness, but this is instead a in-home, maybe group up, have some drinks together, partake in storytelling, music, and whatnot, just all in the comfort of safety and reservation.
Since we got like a suite of rooms, I think, is there like a kitchen or a little kitchenette or whatever in this room?
There'd be.
Cool. I'm gonna go out and get ingredients to make dinner for everybody. I'm gonna buy some nice alcohol. I'm gonna buy some ingredients, and I'm gonna try to cook dinner for everybody so that we can celebrate.
Okay. Just because I'm fucking curious.
Oh no.
For shits and giggles, go ahead and give me a dexterity check.
Oh shit.
Very nice. And I imagine that you would try and locate each of the members to announce this, or is this just for you and Jack?
Nope, this is for everybody.
Okay. So, as you all see fit to partake and as you want, with the next day being the Fair of the Night,
okay.
unless either of y'all have any reason not to participate, I would love the idea of Jack just walking out.
If, you know, Ashton cooks up like a nice dinner or something like that, Jack's gonna pull out his bottles of alcohol from Laya.
Okay.
And I have 2.5 bottles left. I'm guessing we go through at least 1.5 bottles, if not all of it.
Possibly. Volmer and Dalmar, are you participating in the dinner for the Fair of the Night?
What's going on?
The Fair of the Night, it is a celebration once a year, considering the brightest day of the year is also the darkest night, where they celebrate in reserves and at home with like dinners or reservations, kind of like Day of the Dead style. Not a big celebration in the city, but a celebration indoors. And Ashton has made a dinner for said night.
Oh, excellent. Yeah, I'll partake for sure.
Volma, I think you're frozen.
I think
Uh-oh.
he's frozen.
He's frozen unless he's just
frozen.
staring out the window.
I want to take a
Meditating the
screenshot
deepest
of his
secrets of the
face.
Hang
universe.
on, yeah, I was gonna say screenshot.
Please take a screenshot of that.
Ah, you bitch.
You get it?
I got
No,
it.
I didn't get it. Ah, there you go.
We're gonna go ahead and put that in general.
Good job.
Yeah.
That's funny as hell.
Inside or actually?
Both.
Fair.
All right, let me swap over to my headset.
I think though in the second week after the little festival, Jack's gonna be looking for probably with Ashton too, looking for Lexus. Was his name, right?
The
The alchemist.
Urshnazi?
Yeah.
He is not in town.
Didn't come in for the festival?
Nope.
Damn.
So, did anything come up? I know that I immediately got a phone call, but did anything come up with the hours of conversation with my spirit? I would have been asking him. Basically, been talking generally about what we've been through and where we're going and that kind of thing.
Unless there is a specified topic of which you desired to converse with him, he is more than willing to reminisce and speak over things that have occurred. At the very least through mental sensation. Actual speaking will have to take till sleep.
Right.
But with it being more than easy to either go ask Cassindre or go back to the tavern which you found him at Melil's tavern, it is very clear that Lexus is not in town.
Anyone have any idea of when he's coming back next or no?
He did say prior that he tries his best to attend every single festival. But since this is not a
Right.
festival, this is a fair.
Oh, that checks out.
Okay. Well, shit. We're gonna try to offload some shit on him. What's the vibe in town during the fair? Just
It's quiet and reserved. Like, comparison to other days where you've definitely seen a lot more ecstatic nature running around everywhere. There's definitely a lot more of people having plans and whatnot, conversing more with one another over how tonight's events are going to go. Like, they plan out dinners, they plan out activities, they plan out little details and stories or songs that they may want to try together. And then they also have, like, little conversations over past historical moments where this Fair of the Night earned its reputation due to the fact that some people believed it to be nothing more than a farce than just people being superstitious and whatnot, but many tales occur where the worst of fates have been met in the nightfall of the Fair of the Night.
okay. I think on the day
But for the most
of-
part, yeah, but for the most part, the city is a lot more reserved in essence. Like, a definitely a sign of respect all around.
I think for the day of, and I think Jack would be walking around just kind of listening the whole day. Just kind of hearing all the tales people have, and what they're doing, just kind of getting that whole, like you said, general vibe of it.
Mm-hmm.
See what little tidbits of history he can catch. And then afterwards, come back and probably help Ashrin cook a little bit too. Or if she was with me, I don't know, during the day, and then both go back, one of the two.
There definitely would be little tidbits here and there. A lot of conversation over, mainly to do with the forests of the south, how there have definitely been a fair number of rambunctious children or adventurers who decide to really test the fates and try to disprove this theory of the Fair of the Night by traversing to the forest or being in the forest on the day of the Fair of the Night. And while a vast majority of them have never seen the light of day again, what very few do, they do talk about how they were never quite the same again. That there really are things hidden in the darkness that they just never quite see. It's unknown as to why it is, and several of them still puzzle the thought of why it is tonight of all nights is where danger seems to crawl out of its depth of holes of blood and ichor and just decide to really run rampant around the planet. But one story in particular that you would get is actually about a decade ago, roughly speaking, as they kind of reminisce in that instance. There was several rumors that flew around that there was a lot of noise outside the walls of Luma for the entirety of the night. And while many of the people speculate as to what those rumors were, and there still are a lot of speculations over what creature could possibly have attempted to attack Luma of all things, there is still always the knowledgeable sign that there was a lot less guards showing up the next day, and there were definitely a lot more bandages being passed around. That notably, the food was a little bit on the reserved side for the coming month.
Sorry, what'd I miss?
Nothing too much. Jack and Ashton are currently just kind of perusing the town. The apocalypse.
Yep.
Okay.
They're perusing around town to see as to what kind of little stories they might hear over the Fair of the Night and any happenstances that may have happened throughout history in that moment in time.
That people actually do go missing each year, too.
Oh.
Yeah.
People who continually want to be like, this doesn't make any sense. Why is tonight of all nights actually so dangerous? And they try to tempt fate, and fate answers hard.
Which makes me kind of want to go out and, like, as a player, I want to go out and camp tonight in the woods.
Same.
We could take whatever.
No, damn it, I'm making a nice dinner and we're gonna stay in the hotel room and have a chat like a family and just stay up and drink, okay?
Oh, Download's not going anywhere.
Yeah, this...
I was curious.
Yeah, it's player who wants to go like, let's do this. Let's
Oh
see
yeah,
what's out there.
100%, but no, we're not doing that.
Yeah.
We can go into the forest and slay a monster that has plagued the hills of Luma for thousands of years. I'm sure we could do it.
I mean, probably, but
For some reason, I already know what the villain is in my mind, and I see it. It's a 3-foot tall baby Hydra. Going,
Oh my God.
I don't know why, but that's like the villain in my head. It's this like 3-foot tall, 2-headed Hydra.
Two-headed Hydra.
I want one.
Because it's young.
It's a
I
flying
don't know
nature.
why, but that was the instant, and it has like a light blue, greenish colored scales.
Okay.
No,
Well-
no, you know what it is? It's a baby displacer beast.
No,
Yep, that's it.
It's a flying shark that's been cursed with youth and has a small trumpet flying behind it that goes do 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 do.
No, it's the
God
fucking
damn it,
zombie
I-
shark from Zom 100.
God damn it.
I have no fucking clue what that is.
It's a fucking Sharknado. There's just mini Sharknadoes all over the forest at night
Yes.
But it's dark, so you can't see that they're Sharknadoes.
until it's too
Right.
late.
People just disappear.
Did you know that in certain parts of Florida during hurricanes, the winds pick up enough to where alligators fly out of swamps and into people's backyards?
Christ. Okay,
Yep.
but alligators end up in people's backyards anyway. It doesn't
They
need a
do. They
hurricane
just
to do
but
that.
this is like an alligator hurricane.
Yeah, could you imagine just sitting there watching like a tornado, then all of a sudden a gator gets launched out of you? You're like, huh.
Just straight through your window.
There's
Oh,
a good reason I live where I live.
Like take an alligator.
we're all gonna sit there.
Volmer,
eating-
are you participating in the dinner that Ashrin has prepared for the Fair of the Night?
I have literally zero reason not to.
Oh, good.
But I'm not going to anyway. Fuck you. I'm joking.
I killed Volmer. Oh.
Good. Thank you for
Former
defending
Coast
my
Jack Club.
honor.
One more kills Jack
What
going
are?
down. He's going down swinging.
But each of you gathering for what possibly I would imagine being the first time in a solid week and a day of being together for a dinner amidst the Fair of the Night. As the sunset begins to creep, you do watch as several of the streets clear out, like completely empty. And by the time darkness envelops the city, especially from the view that you have at your top royal suite, you can very much see that there is quite literally no life to be spoken of on those streets. Not even guards are out and patrolling at the time. And when lights you can see don't even come from shops, they come from inside of buildings where people presumably are either living their lives or celebrating as they see fit.
Hey, Volmer.
Yeah.
You're not gonna like this, but you want to send Howard out to the forest to just watch? Just have him sit. Tell him to sit high in the tree. I'm just really curious what's out there. If he dies, I'll pay for him to come back.
Mac,
I'm really.
are you
curious.
really asking me to kill my owl again? For a mild curiosity. Well, if he dies, we don't even get the
Aren't
information
you
back.
curious too?
If he dies, we don't even get the information back.
That is actually true.
No, it'd be the same familiar.
Oh yeah, I guess when
It
you do
is.
resummon him, you
Yeah,
they would be able to retell the info.
Yeah,
yes.
we'll just ask
Yeah.
him what killed him when he comes back.
Exactly. If I had Lily, I would fucking do it myself, but
And then
I don't
put
have-
the poor
Would
Howard's
you really?
counseling.
yes, I would.
Well,
Homer,
well-
can you teach me summon familiar? Find familiar? I want to do that. Can I learn that?
yes, we can get you a familiar. It's like when the child asks for a dog.
Wait, can I have a puppy?
Yeah, this is
What would
a...
Ashran's familiar be?
That's a good question.
I would say pseudo dragon, but that's warlock.
Yeah. I mean, like, realistically, a pseudo dragon fits Ashran, I think.
Yeah, but like
Very well.
pseudo dragon is exclusive to specifically Pact of Chain.
Unless, KTK
So
does...
is and learning
other
spells
stuff.
with a spell book is exclusive to wizards, but yet I'm still doing it because I'm a fucking weirdo.
Yeah.
Right?
See, in my mind, it would be a black or red whelpling.
Whelpling. What the
that's-
fuck's a whelpling?
That's a whelpling.
Baby
It's a
dragon.
dragon.
Essentially what a pseudo dragon is.
I know what my familiar is. It's a dragon
What?
gazelle.
Oh my
Summon the dragon gazelle. Yes.
Yes.
How does a fucking
That's more
Pegasus
a
not
mouse.
have dark vision?
Because
It's a
fuck you.
Pegasus.
They're celestial!
Dude, how come cats can't jump?
Yeah, celestial.
5E's stupid.
How come
They're
cats don't have dark vision?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, exactly.
Jack, celestial means it's an angel from light. It's scared of the dark. It's... Nah. Fuck you.
No! No.
Find familiar, let's see.
What level is find familiar?
First.
Oh, okay.
It's probably right that was second.
First level.
Oh, you guys are gonna find this hilarious.
Oh no.
Find Familiar was in the other spellbook.
You never put it in your spellbook?
Did you not?
I didn't, because it never crossed my mind.
I told you to transfer everything.
Because I was inscribing more spells that were like practical use.
You have
Because
one
my brain-
Howard.
This is Howard's last stand until we can find the scroll and find Familiar.
We're going out shopping tomorrow morning. We will scour this entire town.
This is Howard's final stand.
I still say you should send Howard out. Just have him up in a tree
No!
somewhere.
This is Howard's final stand. I'm not killing him.
We will get you a fucking scroll so you can bring him back.
Jack's
really-
like, I don't care that your cat's on its last life. Throw it off the building. No, fuck you.
It's not even living.
It's my owl. Fuck you.
I'm gonna go spend the night in the
Howard
woods.
lives.
Ah.
That's insane to me, though. That's crazy.
Because my brain always was like, oh, so it's always been like a thing where it's like it's harder to cast spells out of the other spellbook. So it's like, well, when he's casting Find Familiar, he's sitting down and he's casting it.
Yeah,
He's
no,
not doing
I get it. It's just that's crazy to think that this is Howard's last stand.
You know, this is Luma, the city of magic. I would assume that there would be a wizard somewhere that you could pay to rent their spell book in their study and copy some basic spells.
I would
Like,
say finding a spell scroll maybe, but I feel like renting a wizard's spell book is a big ask.
I mean, unless they were there when you copied it.
That's
and
why I
you-
said in their own study.
Yeah, didn't
Yeah.
turn the pages. He takes the book to the page. You do not go to the next one. Like when someone hands you their phone, you don't swipe left or right.
No, you don't.
You know what? Fuck it. I'm gonna telepathically tell my Pegasus to go roam outside at night.
Oh my god.
Okay. Are you gonna have it be stealthy or just out there?
It's gonna be flying and stealthy.
Jack, you're a bad pet owner.
Just not chicken shit. Just kidding.
I
No,
think when we're on like long journeys, Howard rides on the horse's horn.
Gotta make a stealth check for the
It's a
Pegasi.
Pegasus. It doesn't have a horn.
Oh, Pegasus. Yeah, not unicorn. I don't know why I was thinking unicorn.
it also has a passive perception of 16.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it flying up as much as it can to stay off the ground. Kitty. Just anything it sees, I'm gonna tell it to relay it back to me because we have a telepathic bond. We communicate telepathically.
Now here's the big question: are you having it above the trees, where line of sight is difficult, or below the tree line, and just flying as high as it can?
I'm having it fly probably like at the top of the trees as much as it can.
So where visuals are difficult.
I wanted, well, yes and no. Like I want it to where he's not above the trees, so you can't see shit, but he's also able to see like the ground relatively, like not full visual, but at least 3/4 visual, if that makes sense.
Okay, still a harder view is the answer.
Yeah, slightly harder view, but not like because I'm using the mindset of they're gonna probably get a little bit of protection vision wise with the branches, but also yeah. But I'm just curious because I want to know what the fuck's out there. That's where we're eating
Go ahead
dinner.
and give me a perception
Blair
check
is
for it.
seriously contemplating Dalmar sneaking out tonight after family dinner is done.
Okay.
Howard's like, I'm going to die.
Also, question for you, Volmar: are you partaking in the wine from Laya, or alcohol from Laya? I mean.
Warmer will have one drink.
Okay, so I'll still have a bottle left, I think.
there are quite a few moments where you would get relays that something is screaming in the air. It's not close, but he can hear just an echoing reverberation of a scream. Just sending out through the trees themselves.
It's horrific.
We could kill it.
I'm so curious if you're gonna have him chase it.
I am.
Oh god.
I want to know. Hold on, because I'm kind of curious. I don't think I need to touch the.
Antonio
Oh,
Jack
it's
is a
wall
bad
mounted,
pet
fuck.
owner.
Oh yeah, the casting spell. Yeah, no, it's
Yeah,
on.
I was thinking, shit, can I just go cure wounds on myself and heal the fucking.
Nope.
That
you have
would've
to
been
be
so
riding
cool.
it.
But yeah.
But chasing after this scream in the night, it
Banshee.
starts to become clearer and clearer. Someone in pain, someone in agony, someone desperately screaming for their life. The closer and closer that it gets. Does it actually approach close enough to try and find the source of this, or does it just get close enough to identify?
I wanted to get a visual because at this point in time, Jack's mindset is going, okay. Well,
Either the monster or there's someone actually out here who needs help.
yeah. And. Can I do an intelligence check to see if Jack would know what a banshee is?
A banshee's pretty common knowledge, yeah.
Okay. So that's kind of where my mindset is. Good chances of banshee, or someone's actually getting murdered, so it's like. He's gonna risk it and send the horse to go check and get a visual on what's going on.
Okay.
If the horse gets attacked and doesn't see like someone getting hurt, pull the fuck out.
Amidst its flight and searching for this cry of a pained and suffering soul, eventually it does come across what it can imagine to be the source of this cry. A four-legged creature that looks like has loose, flaccid flesh just coating its body, almost leathery in nature. And it has this pouch on the throat that almost makes out of a frog as it inflates. And you see it roar, but instead of roaring, it just howls in that screaming pain of a human in agony and torture.
Get the fuck out. Jack have any idea what that is?
Make an intelligence check. Or nature check, your choice.
Is Jack telling us he's doing this?
Nope.
Okay.
12. Definitely not a creature of this realm, at the very least, comparison-wise, to anything that he has ever read up on. That would make it that much more difficult to identify, and at the very least, not something he's aware of for the moment.
Just like probably half an hour after our conversation with your familiar or whatever, middle of dinner, Jack's just like, have any of you ever heard of a creature that looks like this? And he's just gonna describe.
Have we?
Intelligence check?
Intelligence or nature, your choice. Hey, Delmar, you make me an intelligence or nature check, actually, because this would be interesting if you get it.
Alright. And my intelligence is a +2. What's my nature at? +2. Okay, we'll do nature check because why not? Hey, that's not bad.
Volmer and Dalmar, this creature sounds eerily identical to a denizen of an entirely different world. And while Volmer, you will understand this, Dalmar, the reason why you know this creature is because it was rumored that one of the few people you never rob in Dudman is due to the fact that their guard dog could howl enough that they will make you mad. As to what the creatures were, all they ever told you was not of this realm, and that to simply never attempt it, for the howlers rule the mind. And Volmer, knowing that they are a completely alterplanar creature, a creature that comes from Pandemonium itself, what's a bit more terrifying is the fact that if it has learned to mimic the scream of a human and crying for help, that means this thing has been trained. And it's not unnatural. Some people have learned how to train these creatures, but the problem is that these creatures only like to be trained when someone has established them as their leader, as their alpha. And if they have one of these creatures crying out for help, odds are there's a pack somewhere out there, and that someone or something has taught them how to do this.
Take him.
The implications of that are terrifying.
What?
Oh yeah, no,
plane
I
are
want
they
to stay like
from?
a mile away from this. I'm so glad I didn't send Howard out. Fuck you guys.
What planet are they from?
Pandemonium.
Okay. See, this is what my mind had thought of, was that since there's only one night a year that the planes were bleeding together a little bit, shit was coming out.
Oh yeah.
Especially since it's all across like the world and stuff.
That'd explain it.
Also,
Veil.
Now, does
Jameson.
this mark like the solstice, so it's like the longest night of the year, or?
No, it is just considered the brightest day of the year and the darkest night of the year.
Okay.
you got a picture of this creature?
I do.
Oh God.
I don't like the sound of that idea.
Let me go ahead and just...
I have an idea of...
Go ahead and just slap it here so that you guys can get a nice look at this hefty bastard. There you go.
Yep.
Nah, fuck that.
We can take it.
I've seen this one
No.
before. The moment you mentioned like the big sack underneath, I was like, yep, I've seen this fucker before.
No, fuck that. That's so much worse than what my brain was imagining.
The
Yeah.
howlers are nice. They're pretty, aren't
No, no, I'm good.
That's fucking great. Okay.
And Dalmar will squeak up and say, "Oh yeah, howlers. Don't they mind control people?"
It's not so much mind control so much as they break a mind, so depending on how you look at it, could be either
So-
or.
Dalmar will relay his experience.
Okay. Well,
How do you know that, Dama? No offense, but monsters don't seem
He
like
just
your
said
area of
Dalmar relays
expertise.
his experience.
Yeah, that
Oh, okay. Okay.
there
I
is
didn't
an
realize that, but
individual in Dudeman that apparently has these things as guard dog.
oh. Yeah, good
So we're
idea.
fucking with him, right?
Good idea to stay in the city, and I'm also making sure that Pegasus gets back to the stables.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's what's in the forest tonight. It screams like
wonder
a
if
fucking
the-
banshee.
King and Queen know they're there.
Probably.
They probably do if we do.
I would imagine why that's
that's
no one.
fair.
That's why no one is told to go out, told to stay. They're all told to stay in their houses.
Probably.
Yeah. You know, curiosity. I'm
Fine.
just glad my Pegasus didn't get killed.
I'm glad
Fine.
my Howard didn't get killed.
We gotta find you that spell in the morning.
We do.
I wish I could learn that spell.
I mean, I can't believe you haven't mentioned it before, Volmer. Why didn't you not realize it wasn't in your spell book?
Well, because it never came up. Because
I was
Howard
gonna say, yeah,
lying.
no, I'm with him. It definitely was a thing that was like, that wasn't a big problem until,
The spell only comes up if your familiar dies.
yeah.
That's fair.
And it's a ritual cast, so it's not even like a spell you prepare.
That's fair.
Well,
Fine.
so we gotta do some shopping in the morning again.
And then I'm gonna learn it, and I'm gonna get a familiar. I'm so
Yeah.
excited.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to probably sell a bunch of stuff I've been holding on to, like the
But we have a lot of gems to sell.
We don't have
Fair
a lot
number.
of gems, but we have a lot of the
Crystals.
blue dragon crystals. I have what? I think I have 100 pounds of my stuff, and then Dalmar got like 65 pounds that are in there. So like we could sell.
I got another
I'm
100.
selling mine. I don't know if Dalmar wants to sell his.
But I also still have stuff like remember those invasive mushrooms?
Yeah, we definitely shouldn't do that.
I still have a jar filled with those.
That's terrifying. What if those broke?
When we burn the mushrooms and call it a day.
I mean, I'm still gonna see what a botanist around town might say about them,
That's fair.
or an alchemist, one of the two. See, because I mean, hell, we don't know. Yeah, they're aggressive and invasive, but this shit could, cure some disease for all we know.
The cure for magic cancer.
Exactly.
An alchemist?
Yeah.
Do we want to see if Lexus wants them?
Didn't we already? Well, I mean, we have to
If he's
cast a
around.
spell. He's not around.
He's
Let's
not
say
in
if he's in
town.
town, maybe.
We'd
Not
have
in
to
town
cast
right now,
sending.
yeah.
We could ask him when he's going to be in town, because we already found out he's not, right?
Yeah.
We could cast sending and ask him.
That'd be worth.
Homer, you
What do
down
you
to
think, Vollmer?
send a message?
Yeah, I can send him a message. Let me figure out how I'm gonna word this. Wait, we should probably get a name for them before we offer them to him. Because if we just say we have a highly invasive mushroom species, you interested? Like,
I mean, we just say we have some materials we want to see if he's interested in buying.
Yeah.
And we were wondering where he was and or when the next time he'd be in Luma is.
Pretty much that.
something like.
Okay, Socks, you gotta move, honey. I gotta take notes. She just like crawled in my lap and like limp noodle.
Limp noodle kitties.
She is. She's such a snuggle bug.
4, 5,
I
6,
still feel
7,
bad
8,
for leaving them in my room Friday night.
That was
13,
funny.
14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24.
Nice.
He just replies, "Who's this?"
Who's sending who dis?
You get a reply that just says "Oops."
I always had this funny thought. Like, you reply back to sending, right? What if you're in mid-conversation with someone as you get it, and so you're just, your conversation gets sent back as the reply?
Or better yet, could you imagine being in an important conversation and someone sends you an important sending, but the words kind of overlap, so you get neither message?
Yep.
Oh, the ADHD kicks in and you can't listen to either thing, and then you're just like, what happened?
Exactly.
Yep. Oh, God. That'd be fucking hilarious. It'd be so dumb if it worked that way, but like... Also, I still cannot look at this map of Luma without seeing, like, almost Yoshi.
Hermit
The
shooting the
frog?
death laser.
Ah!
For me,
Yeah.
it's almost like Yoshi.
Kermit?
Like, that's my...
Yeah, it's like a screaming Kermit or Yoshi.
Yeah, I see Kermit on crack cocaine shooting a laser out of his mouth.
Yeah,
Yeah.
see, for me, it's Yoshi's tongue with him doing, like, the crazy eyes.
What is this building?
That's the arena.
That's the arena? Okay. I was wondering because it never quite registered. Like it's just it looks so small, yet it has so much space around it.
But he would actually more than eagerly reply, "I'll actually be stopping by this year's Fair of the Mercy. Missed last year's few tasty confessions. Hold on to them for me."
How long until the next?
The Fair of the Mercy it's the 20. It's Fair of the Night, right?
Today is Fair tonight, yes.
It's in 2 weeks and a day.
Oh boy.
That's the next double full moon.
I mean, I'm fucking down to just chill for another 2 weeks.
Stay here for a full month.
Well, no, I mean, if it's another 2 weeks, Jack's already planning to stay here for another week,
Yeah, which would okay.
so it'd only be
So
3
then
weeks
just
total.
one more week.
Yeah, that'd just be one more week in a day.
Yeah.
Also, interesting thing I've just realized about Fair of the Night. It's a double half moon.
Mhm.
Is it like that every year?
Every single year.
I don't know if that's important, but like you got me fucking thinking about the moon.
I mean, there is a prison on the moon.
Kaboom!
I'm going to steal the moon.
I think at this point in time, we just need to blow up the moon.
Prison moon or the regular moon?
Prison moon.
Both.
Prison moon.
The prison.
Fuck the moons.
Both.
You know who needs a moon? Honestly,
Aka?
like, what did the moon ever? What did the
Moons
moon
are
ever
actually
do?
really important, okay?
Yeah.
They have two of them. You can get rid of one.
Nah, fuck the moons. We don't need either of them.
Like kidneys.
Blow 'em
You can live off one.
Yeah.
Truth.
Getting rid of one of the moons, though, would fuck things up so much.
Yeah, that would
Yes,
not.
yes, it
That
would.
wouldn't be good.
Yeah. I need to get that program that does, like, the realistic renderings of, like, a solar system. And where you can add in, like, moons to see how it affect, like, the land
It's like
and shit.
I think it's called like Galaxy Simulator or something like that.
Yeah, I just remember, like, you could also do, like, black holes. But I'm like,
Mhm.
Cool.
someone did, like, a pinprick black hole on Earth and got to see what happened, which was so cool.
I love the one little clip that they showed of a grain of sand impacting the Earth at light speed. If you hit the ocean, nothing really happens. If you hit the continent, you got about the size of Texas that gets taken out.
Mm-hmm.
That's a grain of sand. It's like,
Yo, why don't we
oh.
shoot at California?
Please don't.
Why California?
I don't like California. I'm gonna be real cheap.
I was gonna say, I'm pretty sure he doesn't realize you guys.
As someone who lived in California, I don't like California.
California is half our country's GDP. Like, no.
Yeah, because of fucking
Actually,
Vegas.
It's not, it's more than half,
Vegas
I
isn't
think.
even in California.
Yo, what are you talking?
Oh yeah, it's Arizona.
Las Vegas, Nevada. You
Oh, never
idiot.
Hey, I visited there. I know what I'm talking about. I visited.
You really
Like-
went to a place and was.
California
I
is...
don't know what state I'm in, but it's Las Vegas, baby. Let's go.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. Vegas
Literally,
is its own state.
honestly.
Vegas is its own state.
No, like, California is like...
Jesus Christ.
All of our tech industry is in California.
All of our tech industry, a massive amount of our agricultural is
I mean,
produced
Hollywood
in California.
also.
Our film industry is there. Like, it could all be nuked, and it would all be, we'd be
Everything.
better
Like-
without it.
There's really good wineries in California.
If you do Washington,
Fuck the
Oregon,
current film
California...
industry, fuck the current technology industry, fuck the current gaming
Also,
industry.
isn't Silicon
Nuke it
Valley in
all.
California?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah,
Nuke
that's...
everything.
So, like,
Let's just nuke everything.
if you take the whole West Coast, so Washington, Oregon, California, add in Idaho, that's like 95% of the U.S.'s GDP.
I love the idea
I
that
disagree purely because Idaho does fucking nothing. Fuck Idaho.
it is
Potatoes.
potatoes, you motherfucker.
Yeah, like,
Shut up.
Idaho doesn't have potatoes. We drove through Idaho. You know what it was? Fucking corn. I didn't see a goddamn potato field the entire time I was there.
Well, it's
think you
underground. That's why
will.
you don't see the potatoes.
I didn't see any potato plants. It was all just corn.
to be fair, potatoes.
I
plants
love
aren't
the
big.
idea that we are like it's actively acknowledged that one day, obviously not tomorrow, but one day California is gonna sink to the fucking ocean. So let's dump every single bit of economic value we have in there.
Well, I mean, to be fair, it's right now one of the safer points, because if you get anywhere from the Midwest or whatever over, there's so many tornadoes and hurricanes and other shit like that. It just destroys infrastructure left and right.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
California is not safe at all. There could be
No.
a massive earthquake tomorrow that would sink the entire West Coast.
Oh yeah, 100%. But like, the chances of that happening versus the chances of tornadoes hitting and destroying complete full infrastructures
Yeah.
is a lot higher. I mean, look at this last year. Texas had what, like 70 something fucking tornadoes, something
They're
like that.
still having tornadoes. It's scary over there
Yeah.
this year.
It's fucking bad. But that's also common. It happens literally every year.
Yeah.
So that's versus, oh, this might happen, in the next.
It might
100
wreck our
years.
entire economic
It's
state.
definitely going to happen
Yeah.
soon.
Just
Yeah.
when is soon is the question.
But the fact nobody knows when it
Yeah.
will happen, but it's going to
Right.
eventually.
Did we get a response, by the way?
Of what?
Yes, we did. He
About
said
the
to
mushroom?
save them.
Oh yeah.
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 Save
He
them
said that
for
he was
him.
back.
He'll
He'll be
be
back
here
for
in-
fair mercy.
We started talking about my hatred for Idaho and California.
Oh my god.
the red mist encompassed everything.
Oh my
Just,
god.
in case anybody's actually watching, we don't really hate anyone.
I do. You
Oh my
can
god, Volmer does not speak for the rest of us.
Derek Allen Soul does not speak for the
The brand of the company.
Yeah.
the brand of the New Beginning Xal'Mel campaign.
Oh my god, dude. That's so fucking
Oh.
funny.
But he will be by in just over 2 weeks.
Fuck it. We can wait that long.
Okay. Yeah, we can wait that long.
Also, I'll
And,
bring
I
up.
mean, even if we do something else, we just come back.
I will also bring
Easily
up
enough.
my idea about looting the horde, which is a possibility if we ever wanted to. Jesus fucking Christ, Volmer.
He's doubling down.
I'm tripling down, baby.
But
Sorry. Back on subject.
yeah, that could be an option if we want to try to do that stupid shit.
Hey, Coachella takes place in California.
Boom! Another great thing we can just
We're
fucking
just gonna
destroy
gonna
off the
get
face
rid
of the earth. Just off the face of the earth. Gone forever. No, it's gone. You're done. It's a win. Massive W.
Oh my
Community
god,
team.
Volmer!
Can we like get like a bunch of handsaws and just saw
Just
California off
Bugs
the earth?
Bunny that shit.
Yeah, fucking Looney Tunes and shit.
Push it into the ocean. We don't need it. We're better off.
Okay.
No, Vomer, no. If you just push it to the ocean, they will palletize and they will find a way how to make their own country.
Good. They can fucking get.
As
Ruin
someone
your own
who lives
lives.
in a
Get out of
very
my country.
tiny little town, when we go down and visit my husband's family in California, because that's where my
Oh, your
husband is
husband's
from,
family lives
and
in
all of his
Capitol.
family lives in
You married
California.
someone from California?
It was either that or my cousin, Volmer. I live in a tiny town. I had to take the transplant.
Oh. Oh.
So many things I could say to that right now, but
Oh, you're fine. Yes, I married someone from California.
Oh, California.
It's really nice when we go visit his family because there's big, like, stores and shit right there when I have to drive an
Exists.
hour and a half to get to Walmart.
Society exists.
I know. I had McDonald's last night for dinner. Fucking crazy.
Okay.
Yeah, except for the people. There was a kid who got videoed putting his hands down his pants at McDonald's here, and he was also operating with the
worry
food.
about it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah. I cannot go back to McDonald's
that was
after
in the
seeing that.
drive-through. We didn't go to the drive-through.
He was handling
I bet you know
food.
exactly what video he's talking
I'm not
about.
gonna think about it.
Yeah.
Honestly, all
Anywho.
fast food works better if you don't think about it.
Yeah.
Anywho. Jack off from the idea to quite possibly, if any way, shape, or form, smoke out the mechanical dragon to pilfer the horde behind its back.
I mean,
No, it is possible for me to teleport in, grab the orb, and teleport out.
No. We're not doing that again.
Hmm.
Here's the issue. I have a revolution I want to take place in that's on the same continent. I can put the crown in the bag for that. I don't think we can fit an entire horde in the bag.
No, but we could get the horde, get all the gold, and then take it to another continent. We'd be able to spend it.
Yeah, that's kind of my process, and even the items, like, I'm also hoping there's a way to kind of, like, get it to not go after, even though Cassandra said...
He said
becomes
it's
a
not
part.
magic, it's instinct.
Yeah,
What if
Mhm.
the items that are there will help us defeat the dragon?
that's kind of another thing I was thinking.
I mean, the items that are there could only make us better. We can
You
use the
know,
gold
it
to
might
buy
be
things that we
to
need.
teleport into the desert somewhere and take the crown out of the bag just to see if it'll just to confirm.
I mean, that was
But
kind
we
of
would
my
be able to-
plan.
Yeah, I mean, if we teleport onto the same continent, but far enough away that it's going to take it some time to fly there, we wait for it to show up. The moment it shows up, we teleport into its horde.
Yep.
Time how long it took it to fly to us. That way we know how much time we have in its horde.
Yeah, that's kind of my thought process was like, we
And
go to...
if at any moment it seems like we might die or get eaten by the dragon, we just all teleport back out.
Yeah.
Step 6, Xal'Mel gets paralyzed and we all die a horrible, painful death.
Well, that's why I'm saying, like, it's not gonna take us days to clear out that horde. So that's why I'm saying, like, we go down to the southern coast of, like, the Grand Duchy of Zarjuzin, or the Principality of Gagaliz? 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 How do you pronounce that? Where Calfod's at?
Da-da-da.
I think if we're gonna touch that
Gacalus.
horde,
Gagaliz.
we need to take a trip to Atlantis.
I mean, we could do that too, but I'm
I
just
don't
saying,
have a
like,
scuba diving suit.
I think we do that when
I
we get
say-
back into doing full work.
We give it a shot.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
Doesn't-
I don't.
If it doesn't work, then we just all teleport out.
Ashrin, that's not a viable solution if it can paralyze us. That's the issue.
Well, no, why are...
She
why
is
are-
saying, she's saying drag it out, distance-wise, time that to how long it take to arrive. So say it took an hour for it to arrive to them.
Yeah, so we see
Then
it
teleport
coming.
into the thing. You now have a 1 hour timer before this motherfucker comes in and absolutely rips you in half.
Yeah. So
Okay.
if we time it, and as we see it coming to where we are, we teleport out. We know
only thing of
exactly
note there
how
is
much
that
time.
that theoretically, depending on how you play it, you either are sacrificing the crown or you're pissing it off that much more by saying, "Hey, we just juked you."
I think that goal is to piss it off that much more,
Yeah, that's kind of the goals.
I
but-
mean, yeah.
which I am very nervous about.
I mean, we've already pissed it off. It's one of those things that
It's
doing
one
it
thing
more.
to piss off a robot dragon held by my greatest enemy. It's another thing to go back and then piss that dragon even more, like piss that dragon off even more, and then leave a bag of flaming trap on its doorstep of my greatest enemy's robot dragon.
But I think the general outcome's not going to change. No matter what is going to come after us. There's
Yeah,
no.
but I'm worried it's willing to go farther to come after us.
Possibly, but I mean. And I'll just point to Dalmar. We have our own early warning system.
I don't like this. Because there's also the fact that what if we get more of its horde, it gets more attracted to it.
Mm,
But
that is a
again,
possibility.
that's
So
only
if
if
we start
it's.
using these items, it might be able to sense us from like a continent away.
That's where we could maybe then sell these items and then use that gold to
Oh,
buy
great.
more
So
stuff.
then we're fucking over more than just ourselves, but the rest of.
That's why you sell it to another continent.
That's
Where-
what I'm saying, though.
It's also why Jack
don't
wanted to sell it to
suppose that,
specific people.
You don't suppose that Vivian's ex-husband might be interested in purchasing some things, do you?
I just send it to him as a fucking gift of it. That'd be funny as fuck, actually.
That'd be
That'd be
so
really
great.
funny.
Oh, you
That'd
know
be-
what?
Hell of a thing.
We grab a key piece of gear that this dragon wants and plop it in the far north and let it deal with the continent crasher.
I mean,
Yes.
this is kind of our experiment anyways before we even go and do anything like that. Because Volmer is attuned to the crown, it's out of the bag of holding. If that thing doesn't come to Luma, then I think we would be good selling shit to this continent.
Except for, Volmer brings up a valid point. The more stuff there is,
Might
does
make
that
it more
increase the attractiveness, the ability for it to sense it?
Okay, well,
That's
before
my
we
big
go too
worry
far,
if we go
before
and we
we
steal
go
an
too
entire
far down
horde.
this rabbit hole, let's teleport out to the desert and see if it comes after the crown.
The desert.
Yeah, the area near the mountain to see if the thing comes out of its cave.
Oh,
Before
it
we
already did
teleport.
that.
Yeah, I did
Yeah,
that.
when we were there. Right, but it was
Oh.
coming after us when we were there. And now we need to go back, teleport within eyesight distance of the cave, and see if
Hey,
it comes out. Because if it doesn't,
KKK.
it doesn't matter anyway.
Can you pop up a map of Borisland on Roll20 so that we can ping it?
Here's
That
my
move.
hot take. I think that this horde
Thank
is like
you.
something we should not be touching unless we think we can fight the dragon.
So,
Unless we can make a
Dalmar
battle
is
point
saying
down to robot
here.
dragon.
We're saying if we pop up down here, like in that empty space where above the like caves where the Aarakocra were.
No, I don't
Or
even want to take it
down.
near them. Yeah.
Yeah, just somewhere. There I mean, I think there was a lot of empty plain land up here.
Yeah, I get
So
what
we'd
you're
be
saying,
able
but
to
I'm
see
saying
it
that's
coming
step
from a
2.
really far away.
I'm saying that's step 2.
Mm.
First, let's confirm. Let's confirm the premise of the idea.
I
We
say
need a proof of concept.
step 1 is wait in Luma and see if it comes here. If it
If it's
doesn't
in the
get
bag of
here
holding.
within like 2 weeks. No, it's not in the bag of holding. Volmer is attuned to it, it is on his head.
Balmer's currently
Oh
attuned to it.
shit!
Yeah, so we are waiting to see at this point. If it
Why-
doesn't come here within 2 weeks, 3 weeks, then it can't.
Dalmar, we got
Oh.
permission from the King and Queen of Luma, and we got
Yes.
confirmation from the dragon expert that
Yeah.
it's safe.
But
Cassandra
Cassandra
said-
and the King and Queen said that it is instinct, but it is a limited range for all intents and purposes, unless this mechanical dragon is different.
Yeah, unless the
as
mechanical
well
dragon
as-
is magical.
The King and Queen also said that they also have faith in their defensive bubble, which keeps out a lot of things. So
Hmm.
Because here's
So-
another
Gotcha,
just
okay.
aspect of my worry. Because just to verbalize it a bit more, I'm worried that because it's like an instinct, it's like I smell food or like I can sense where my home is, and it's as we get more, it's that sense gets stronger, or
Yeah.
that smell gets stronger.
But keep in mind, that's only if we have it outside the bag of holding. If it's in the bag of
But if-
holding, they cannot detect it, period.
yes.
But as time passes and we start spending that gold and using those items, more stuff is leaving the bag of holding, and then we have a robot dragon rampaging half the continent.
Question.
Hmm?
Could we ask Cassandra to confirm the theory about whether or not more of a horde stolen from the dragon would increase the ability for it to sense where it is?
I mean, you could.
Volmer, would you be down to ask that question
I
to
would-
get a little more
I-
information?
I would be down to add that question.
Okay. I mean, you don't have to send it to her tonight. Obviously, she's probably
Yeah,
having dinner
naturally.
with friends. We'll ask her tomorrow or something.
Yeah, I figured as much.
The other thing to keep in mind too is that they're talking about it has a limited range, and we're also talking about many little pieces throughout the world. It's not
Yeah,
going
if we
to.
don't spend it all in one place, if we go like
Yeah.
this city here and that city there, and we go
Well,
different places and
yeah.
spread it around,
Spend it all pretty much on that one continent up there. Even if the coins would travel, it's probably not going to increase the range of detection because, I mean, it's still like, again, little pieces here and there. You know, with how money circulates, you're not going to probably have more than 1 or 2 coins from the same horde
We should
in one place
really
at a time.
like sit down and write out all of the shit that we could possibly be doing right now.
Hey, it's almost like you have a quest log in
I know.
Discord.
We do have a quest log. I don't know. I need to go through my notes again and figure out because we have like so many little bits and pieces of information from like 5 bazillion different places.
You do.
Yeah, I feel like we have too much to do even.
I'll be right back.
Yeah.
I will say that I'm
It-
against touching this dragon horde until we can fight the dragon.
Okay. You know, honestly, that's probably the smartest idea. I think that a lot of us are just feeling like we really do need a decent payday because we're feeling
I
low on
understand
cash.
that. I understand we need a decent payday. I understand we need the gold. I don't think this is it, because I don't think we're ready for this.
That's fair.
I think I think we're about to be characters in a Greek legend where our hubris gets us fucking murdered.
Valid. Valid.
And I don't want my hubris to be my death.
That's fair. That's fair. You'd rather, you know, run off on a suicide mission in order to be heroic.
Yes.
That's fine. We get
Because
you.
at least then I choose where I die.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
1,000 gold would be 200 platinum.
I'd rather go out in a ball of flame as I nuke California.
So, KTK, just so you're aware, in case I screw up the numbers, I'm exchanging 2,000 gold for 200 platinum.
Sounds
That is
good.
the correct conversion.
That is indeed.
Also, just in case I screw up the typing or whatever, KTK knows what I'm attempting.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah, I think well, what are we gonna do then? What is our next step? I mean, we've got so much stuff going on. We've got freaking Cassian's with Essek and the fucking monk dude. And Ryra, is that the correct one? Is it Rhea or Raya? Which one? Which one is
Raya.
which?
Raya.
Raya is the Medusa. Yes, there we go.
Upper...
We've got that. We've got
This is 5 gold. So,
your friend Javil, Emo Twink, isn't connected to you anymore, and you couldn't get a sending through. That's concerning.
Yeah.
Meaning probably Essek got to them and he's dead, right?
No, wait, no, let me correct you. We got a sending through, he never responded.
Yes.
Then try again.
We'll
Because
try
that's
again later.
concerning.
That's fine. I don't
Sorry.
think tonight's probably a good night to do that, but
And then of course, you know, Fen and Veril they're gone. Who knows what happened to them?
I don't know if we're supposed to be going after that in character or not, because part
I
of
don't
me
know.
is like,
But like that's also that's concerning.
yeah, like I get in character, but like out of character, it's
Yeah.
like there's a reason for that. Are we supposed to be going for them, KTK?
I mean, no. But also, I mean,
No.
if you
But
make
in
me have to make
character-
up a story so how you guys can't do that, I could totally do it.
In character, it's mildly concerning that we don't know where they are. So, like, that's a panic. We can't just pretend like it doesn't exist. And, you know, it's just... What else? What else do we have going on in our lives?
there was that thread we have about tracking down Dalmar's tribe,
Oh, yeah.
and nothing ever happened with that. There was other priorities.
Yeah. Oh, and my parents apparently completely disowned me and told me I'm not part of the family anymore. And I don't even know why that happened.
Yeah, there's
I mean, it
that.
may have been that I was a bit of a bitch the last time I was there, but yeah.
I still have a revolution I want to do.
No
And
response, by the way, Volmer.
Did it go through though?
Does.
So question, if someone's unconscious, can it go through but not?
There has to be a degree of sentience in there.
Okay,
That-
so he's
That's not my,
alive.
that's not what I was asking though. Like if they're unconscious, can they get the message and just not be able to respond?
It wakes them up. Like, literally, it wakes them up. Because imagine
If they're
literally just getting a
sleeping.
phone call directly in your fucking ear.
But
Well,
if he's
yeah.
unconscious,
I'm saying
like
knocked
knocked
unconscious,
out.
like hit 0 HP unconscious. Because you are still alive at that point, but
That's a good question, actually.
does that change anything for this?
Well, clearly, if it's a question that he didn't have an answer to, that's not the case here.
Okay, I want to send. What was Archer
curious.
bitch? What's her name?
Archer, hold on.
She was brother of the shield user. I forget which. I forget. She's not one of the twinks, I don't think. You guys called her something else,
I'm gonna look. I just have to
like
find
Goth
it.
Mommy or some shit. You guys would call her that.
Is it in here or is it in my other notebook? Which one is it in? I think it's in this one.
So there's nothing stopping it from being sent to an unconscious person, just not receiving any sort of an answer. So you could just as easily be unlucky and be meshing them every time they're at 0 HP.
Are you still finding her name?
I found her name, but she's in the NPC gallery.
Oh, okay.
Actually, did you realize who you were trying to speak of?
Genrilla?
She's the sister of the shield guy, right?
What shield guy?
That's what I'm saying, is like shield guy.
Fucking, he has the shield like I have the sword.
No.
No.
Or I thought she had some relation to him. Anyway, that's how I was remembering her. I remember there was someone there who knew him and was like offended that we said he was defeated. It was fucking Nire, I think.
Offended that he was defeated?
I remember one of them was like very defensive and saying some shit like he didn't lose. One of them was mad that we were saying that like he was working with a Bri.
I think that was Javille.
No, because it was. I remember it was one of the archers, and
I
I
mean,
think it was Nire.
Nire is in there, but I don't know what you're talking about conversation-wise.
Hold on. Do I have anything about it?
I swear to God, I'm not going crazy. I remember this conversation.
That's not like, what are you on about? Oh, okay. He's explaining it terribly, but I know what he's talking about.
As
He
it's
is
been
talking
forever
about-
and I don't take notes.
He is talking about when you guys brought up to them that the shield user orc has been taken by a by Essig, and has been now controlled, and the only way to do that would be to have defeated him. And Nere, who seems to know something about him, said that should have been impossible.
And I remember she was mad at us about it.
Yes.
I think I was explaining that pretty well for what the actual context
The fact that you were
was.
just saying the shield guy, not an orc, just the guy, and then also saying that
Well,
it was
how
the
many
brother
fucking
and or
important-
sister.
Okay, KTK, how many important characters are there in this campaign whose gimmick is that they have a shield?
The shield guy. I knew what shield guy he was talking about. I just couldn't
like,
remember.
I mean,
As
that's what I'm
soon as
saying. Is I
said, like, have
understood,
the sword,
but
he has the shield. Like
it was
And
everyone
all
I
the
found-
other. Yeah, it was all the other details that were making it wrong.
Yeah, I found the part, like, it says, we bring up the fact that Essek is collecting pieces and has the shield. Emo Twink seems shocked and asks if the orc was bested in battle or merely mind-controlled. And then I don't have anything else about that.
Yeah, if I remember correctly, in that instance, Nurey did speak up saying that it'd be folly to think that he would lose in a battle. So she believes it is 100% mind control.
Okay. Sorry, I have,
Well, I'm going to send a message to Nire.
252 pages of notes. Fucking crazy.
One of these days, you'll actually transcribe them into a document so you can just Control F. And
I've
just
been
look
slowly
shit.
doing that, and then the hyperfixation wore off, and I...
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. No, I'm with you on that. It's just like, I'm gonna do this one thing, gets through 70 pages. Alright, I'll pick this up tomorrow. I don't feel like picking this up.
Yeah.
I don't feel like picking this up. 6 months later. Ah, shit, I should have finished that.
Yep.
Watch her say something like, "Oh, Jevlo just does that to piss people off sometimes."
Oh yeah, he's just being a dick.
He totally would. That'd be in character.
Does this one go through? He's typing. You must be getting an answer.
If that's the case, I'll murder him.
I know, I'd be so pissed.
I don't know. I'd find it funny.
Nope. Nope.
There's a little humor in it.
No. Not in this scenario. On a normal daily basis, yes. But not in a "are you dead" scenario.
Yeah.
Well, we know he's not dead.
Or
The one thing we know for a
Well,
fact is
okay,
that he is
there's
not
not dead, and then there's, not okay. And you've asked him, like, is everything alright? And he didn't answer.
So, her instant response is, a stone statue would be incapable of responding, I would think. A fair warning would have been appreciated that they had a Medusa.
Oh, shit! Oh no!
and no one here knows greater restoration.
Nope.
Fuck.
The player is lost. Who were we trying to contact, and who got stoned?
Okay, so this is the other group of people. So Javil is the drow guy from the cult that Volmer was originally working with.
The ones we call the
Okay.
fuckers.
And
Not
they
the Twinks?
Yes.
no this is the Twinks. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And they told us they were gonna go after potentially go after Essig and his group, who Rhea, that's right? I mix up the two every time. Rhea is the Medusa.
Sounds right. Okay.
Yeah, Raya's the Medusa.
Raya is with them, and I don't know if she's working.
not working willingly. There's no way. She was a protector
She
with
can't.
use of
She
the bow.
can't be. Did you just blatantly lie to her?
Yes, I did.
Well, it's not fully
I
alive.
know. I did.
I
We
mean, in all
didn't-
fauress, they technically, yeah, you guys didn't know.
We
She
didn't know
was with
when
them
we
at the time.
talked to them the last time.
Yeah.
That's
Yes.
true.
Yeah.
And
As
when
of
we
the last time, you had no idea.
and when we finally found out, I don't think you had sending yet either.
He
not.
did.
True.
You just never actually reached out.
I thought we got sending after.
Well,
found
and we
that out.
kind of just assumed that they weren't
We're
going to
dealing
go
with the
after Essig
situation,
and yeah.
Yeah.
But it never really occurred to y'all in your minds being like, oh yeah, they have a Medusa. They could just petrify.
Shit.
I
Honestly,
thought,
We should killed
for
her.
all these sessions in my head, I'm just like, have they just not thought about how a Medusa can just petrify you?
Well, no, like
You responding to that, by the way?
they said
Yeah,
that they
she is.
weren't gonna go after him. Like they said that multiple times.
They did say
They
they
said
had
they were
other
going
things
after
that
them.
were higher priority.
Yes.
So like that's where
So either
my
they-
mind was.
Either they met up with them while they were going after one of the other things that they were trying to go after, or
I'm glad I thought to send to someone else in the party, though.
yes.
Dalmar, what were you gonna say before we cut you off?
Oh, I thought the Twinks had turned too.
No.
No.
They just refused to go after and deal with them after Jack had
Because
died.
they had other things on their list.
Yeah, they
Mhm.
said it wasn't important, even. So, like,
Okay.
in my mindset, that was them just going, okay, we're not going to deal with them, so why would we tell them what the other group had when they said they weren't going to deal with them?
I would say, as a very quick reminder, what he said was that they are on the priority list, but they are lower on the priority list because they would rather check to make sure that other pieces are protected. They want to know what pieces are still in play and then deal with them information-wise.
So my thought here is that they ran into them while checking on a piece.
Probably. Because they were
Likely.
going after those pieces. That was the other thing. They had actually almost killed the Medusa to steal her piece, and now for some weird fucking reason, she's teamed up with them.
She's working with them.
Yeah. So that's... And then you have Castian, who had, like, no connection to this at all. He's now working with them for some reason, too.
But something came back from the astral with him.
I mean, unless it was fucking a Bri, like...
Oh
There's
god,
still no-
I swear to god, if a bride is in Castian, I will quit.
Yeah. Yeah. So, like...
but-
Fuck that shit.
As a response, you would get, well, thank you for the late information. I'll be sure to tell Leons, Chivlil, and Flinnerin that when we find a way to fix them.
Oh shit. That's...
They're
Volmer,
also
maybe we should
downstairs.
find out where they are.
Yeah, that was my next order of business.
Okay.
I mean...
Does Basilisk blood work on people who've been turned by a Medusa?
Make an intelligence
No.
check.
Also, I would say maybe tell them to find the closest Church of Ilmater.
That is a completely different petrification method. Who the fuck knows?
Okay.
Can I try the same thing?
Make an intelligence check.
Intelligence.
Jesus Christ, my child is sneezing
Still
so
not
knowing.
loudly.
It makes sense because Finoa was the one who knew this.
That is, Finoa
Yeah,
is the one
that
who
is
did
actually
it.
very true.
Next order of business message, Finoa. Hey, I know you've got other shit going on, but can you help us?
I'm not gonna say search for Church of Ilmater purely because that's their probably first instinct go to a church.
Well, I mean, they might not go to a church just for the sheer fact that usually it costs a lot of money. Whereas the Church of Ilmater is more inclined to do it for free because that is their tenant. As, you know, the god Ilmater is the one who takes the suffering of others onto themselves. Kind of why we've been able to get away with all these resurrections is, yeah. And he literally takes a painful cost for it.
You need to look up how to spell Ilmater.
Ilmater. Pretty much any good, like, truly good deity, usually the tenants would lean more towards helping, but Ilmater is like the exalted when it comes to good
Ew.
deities. Was there a Church of Ilmater
You know
here
what?
in Luma?
No. Oh, in Luma, yes.
No. Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I'm
There are
thinking. I'm
several churches around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
area.
I'm thinking if we help them, we essentially ferry them with teleport to Luma.
Hey, Volmer, real quick. Persuasion check.
Persuasion.
Persuasion through your
Sending.
Can
Yeah.
I
sending.
question?
Mhm.
Can I get advantage because Jack helped through the Ilmater comment?
No, that's actually why you're getting a straight roll.
Oh, fuck.
Well, I got a 19, so fuck you.
DC was 20. Fuck you.
DC was actually 19 and a half. Fuck you, fuck you.
Aw.
Give me 19
That's
and a
fuck you in
half.
particular.
Plus 2
Half
from the
ranks
crown is
used to
coming in
be a
handy,
thing
though.
in 3.5.
Say that again, Delmar.
Half ranks used to be a thing in 3.5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How the fuck does a half rank work? You can't roll 11 and a half.
It would
Because
round
in
down.
3.5 you would have skill points, but non-class skills required 2 points per skill.
Yep.
So you could put in 1 point and get a half point. So if you weren't a rogue, your hide or move silently, because they were 2 different skills, not stealth.
I remember
Um,
that.
You could be like 5.5, which would, so like if you rolled a 10, a 15.5 would still beat a 15 DC.
That was rarely did it ever come to something like that, but typically you round it down. So that half rank normally didn't come into play outside of just leveling up skill.
Why am I hearing ship noises?
Just
Possibly it's
Haven't
in
you
the
heard
music.
of Luma's fabled land ships?
I'm
be
hearing
awesome.
like boat creaking and water and seagulls.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's
seagulls,
their-
yes. That I can tell
it's
you,
their, It's their land ships.
Okay.
They have
I'm like,
big
I'm on a
wheels and
boat!
metal- Yeah, they have big wheels and metal engines on the bottom. It's a land ship.
Ah, right, okay.
Albatross.
I want to create one of those
Albatross.
fucking like
I saw the
cities.
saddest TikTok about an albatross today.
Oh no.
I love how we talk bullshit whenever KTK's like trying to figure out, okay, I have 25 words. What's she saying?
It's the
So what
oldest bird in the world. Her name is Wisdom.
Oh,
And she has a mate, and his name, I can't remember what it is, but it translates to lover of wisdom.
oh.
And
That's very neat.
That's cute.
and about 4 years ago, she returned to their nesting site, and he didn't come back.
Oh no!
Oh,
And she's
Oh.
just been returning for 4 years and sitting there. And she does everything else but the mating dance and the mating thing and just sits there on her
Aw.
nesting site.
Oh,
Yeah,
That's so
albatross mate for
sad.
life.
It's so sad!
Wait, albatross mate for life?
Yes.
I didn't know that
Oh,
actually,
that's
but
depressing. I didn't know that either.
And she's like, God, I think she's like 70 or something.
Jesus!
Whoa.
Hold on, I'm gonna look it up because she's really old. She has like grandchildren and great grandchildren.
While you're looking up,
The albatross family reunion. The albatross family reunion.
That's right.
we've been skipping around Borscht and back home. Gotten as far as Bill at the moment, but transporting heavy statues ain't exactly cheap.
Oh, okay, so they have the statues with them. They're in Bill. Ooh, that's sort of on the same continent.
I have a pin from Bill. Damar tomorrow can do a solo trip
And
to
get
Bill
them?
and back and get them to Luma.
Can he grab all of them? How many are in that group?
There's one more than how many artifacts there are, so I think there's 8.
Do
How many?
the
Let me double check.
statues count as people, or do we need to travel with
There's
the...
7 of them. There's 7 of
they're
them.
objects probably.
No, they're people, because I can cast sending to them.
Valid
That's-
reasoning.
Yeah, okay.
They're people with a condition.
Okay.
The
Okay.
condition of get fucked.
Yo, I'm proud of myself. I'm being smart for once.
Good job.
All right. Do we want to
Okay.
bring them to Luma though?
Why wouldn't we?
Well, because Luma is a secret place.
Also, to be fair, you also have to remember this. They full on almost helped the destruction of a city by raising an undead army for them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Their allegiance literally doesn't exist. It is gold.
I don't think.
I don't necessarily trust them in Luma,
Yeah.
but
We
we
could
could
help
provide
them
them
get them somewhere
transportation
else.
somewhere else.
Yeah.
Well, here's... We could just tell the guards not to give them the potion. They'll just think it's a town in the middle of bumfuck nowhere.
No.
Is it
A
just
giant ass walled off city in the middle of bumfuck
No.
nowhere.
Yeah.
Also, that's assuming they don't make their save.
The other thing we could maybe do is teleport them out into the woods and bring clergy members out to help. That way they don't know where the city's at, but they still get the
But we
help
still
they need.
get the help.
Because the only... I don't want to take... Because the only other connection we have is...
the one by Ash's parents' house, and we
Yeah.
can't keep going there? Well, granted, you guys also paid out the ass last time, but like...
We did.
Yeah. Paid in blood and money with that one. But I would rather not go there and like overstay our welcome, essentially.
Yeah.
Because we've asked a lot of them already in the past. So I think we...
To be fair, this wouldn't be us asking them.
No, but we're still bringing more onto his plate. I mean, you saw his body.
Yeah.
We brought back Castian. Those are all scars from helping people. Rather not
Fair enough.
dump all of the pain onto one person. If so I think in the morning, let's go talk to some of the churches.
Yeah, agreed. And then Dalmar can get them into the forest.
Yeah. That'll be the best bet, because that was the other thing. As long as they're in the forest, they can't even see Luma, because we couldn't see it either before, right?
Asha has made a discovery.
She has a new mate.
Oh.
Are you kidding me?
She's 73, and last year she was seen with a new mate.
Hey.
Are you really
Aw.
looking that up
I
while we're
think.
planning?
Absolutely she is.
100%
I
she
did
is.
look it up. Yeah, she's 73, and she's okay. She doesn't have a new mate. She's looking for a new mate. Someone like she's been doing the mating dance with other birds and is looking for a new mate.
Trying to get it on.
She is.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13,
so
14,
cute.
15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20.
But yeah,
21,
she lives in
22,
Hawaii.
23, 24. How do you guys feel about this message? I'm not casting it yet, KTK. I'm just running this by them. I'm clarifying that to you because I know you'll be that guy.
Where'd you put it?
It's in
just-
roll 20.
It's in roll 20.
Oh.
That's where I
Yeah,
usually send my sendings.
I would even just get rid of the whole town aspect and just.
I would even offer to say, if we can, maybe just get the priests to them, rather than having them come anywhere near Luma.
I mean, yeah, can't we just say, hey, can you come with us for a second? We're gonna go somewhere and ask a priest if they're willing to let us teleport them to someone who needs help.
Yeah.
And just
actually-
teleport the
Priest
priest
to them?
to Bill.
Yeah, that could be. I mean, I'll play devil's advocate a little bit here. I like that idea, but I think it might be a little bit harder just for the sheer fact that some random adventurers be like, go come with me to some other continent.
With a
That's
teleport.
true.
Little sketchy.
I'm not going to let
You're-
you kidnap me. No, thank you.
Yeah.
Like, I fully
Yeah.
expect that we can ask that and see if they are willing to do that, and we can explain the situation.
Yeah.
And then, if
We're
they're
just going to
okay
be
with it,
100% genuine here. We
Yeah.
don't want them in your town, but they do need help, and we need to help them. Are you willing to go with us?
yeah. If not, then we can ask about the forest situation. I think,
Just
I would-
say, we may be able to get you help tomorrow. Just stay in, Bill.
yeah. And just say, we'll contact you tomorrow with the plan. Don't mention the town, don't mention nothing, just say, we have some churches we can talk to.
And I'm gonna specify sit tight, because if you leave, we might not be able to get to you. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. Never mind. I'm removing the sit tight part. Actually, I'll just sit tight.
How many people did they mention were,
3?
3.
3? Okay. I couldn't remember if it was 3 or 4. Yeah. Fuck, what is the guy's name
24.
in Peo or whatever? Starts with a T, doesn't it?
What?
The guy from Ilmater?
Oh,
Tessit.
Tessit.
I almost want to keep saying, like, T or something with his name for some reason.
You're good.
That's it, okay. I think that might be another way to say we normally go to Tessit, but we don't want to put too much of a burden on him when we talk to the clergy.
Yeah. But again, that has to be in the morning because we're not
Yes.
allowed to leave the town. We're not going outside right
fuck
now.
no.
No.
And we've also, as a group, drinking a bottle and a half of
Oh yeah,
good strong alcohol.
we
Like
a
this-
bit tipsy.
This was the
Wait,
top
Volmer-
shelf stuff.
I'm questioning if Volmir would be like any tipsy at all, because he only had one glass.
Probably got like a buzz going, but like
Yeah, probably a little bit of a buzz. I mean, if he doesn't drink very much and he drinks like, I don't drink liquor, and if I went and drank like a glass of liquor, I'd be pretty out of it. I have a low tolerance though, so I don't know what.
Yeah, I was about to say, Volmir also, like, during that drinking competition, like, kicked ass.
That's true.
yeah, I feel like you'd
the
have that
idea that
buzz.
Volmir has a decent tolerance to drink, he just doesn't.
Roll a con save. Let's see how drunk you are. Right, KTK? That's what the save for drinking is.
Yes.
Yeah, it's con.
How drunk are we? That's
14 on one glass, I think I'm doing fine.
not bad on one
Yeah.
glass, no.
Like, you probably got like it's just that whole body warm with a little
It's
bit of a
just a little
buzz.
warm feeling. You're good. You're still there.
Which is probably good, because I'm the one casting Sending.
Yeah. You're like slurring your words and you're sending. Oh, Jack's fine.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Jack's one fine.
Oh yeah,
Down-
because we also
Actually-
get +3 to the save with him
Also,
anyway.
yeah, you also get the +3. Yeah,
Yeah, you do.
theoretically speaking.
Packing down a whole bottle.
No, if we're drinking right now to relax, he's not giving them the bonus.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Everyone.
Jeez.
Jack
Make
does
fun
not
of you,
consider you
get drunk.
friends right now.
Astrid doesn't get the you're not giving her the bonus, even though she absolutely failed.
This is enough to just wind everyone down.
Fair
She
enough.
will reply. Bring a cleric or nothing at all. I'm not about to risk their lives on morons who sent us to deal with their crap already.
Oh, they're pissy.
I'm a stabber.
She's always been pissy.
I know.
That's true.
I'm a stabber. I wanted to stab her before.
To be fair, though, like, it is... I'm not gonna argue with her at the point, because she has 3 of her friends turned to stone, so she's probably not. She's probably feeling it right now, but at the same time...
Their problem just as much as our problem.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Anyways.
We'll figure it out in the morning, but for now, just... Great food, by the way, Ashrin. Good job.
Oh yeah, thanks.
Thank you.
I apparently can cook.
All it takes is practice, patience, and not setting the kitchen on fire.
I have set my kitchen on fire.
Oh god. I have never done that.
I have done that frequently.
But
It's okay. I legitimately set off the smoke alarm for after boiling water. So
okay, I was
Dude,
gonna
the
say
smoke
that's
alarm. The smoke alarm is how you know your food is done.
fair.
yeah. I mean I've done it literally trying to make myself fried chicken, and I was like, oh, cool. That actually does set up the smoke alarm. Great.
Alarm is how you know your food is done.
Yeah, the smoke alarm is how you know your food is done.
Who
It's right up
uses
there with the
smoke
Garfield
alarms?
comic once, where Garfield's like, yeah, I usually time my hard-boiled eggs by the length of John's dates.
Jesus Christ.
Oh,
I feel
Yeah.
like half of Garfield comics are just bullying John.
absolutely.
Little bit.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah.
Garfield's a cat. You don't think that cats wouldn't blatantly bully you?
Yeah, but
Cats are assholes.
I'm even talking like the strips where Garfield isn't even the main focus.
That's fair.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Also, fun
I mean,
fact, the smoke detector was made on accident.
Yep.
Yeah.
That
It's-
doesn't amaze me in the slightest, honestly.
They're trying to do something else. I don't remember what. I think it was in like the World Wars or whatever. They're trying to do like some kind of gas detector, and it wasn't working. The dude got annoyed, so he sat there and he lit up his cigarette and it went off.
It started going off.
Yep. 100% on accident.
Right up there with microwaves were invented on accident.
On
They
submarines.
were trying to work on radar, and one of the technicians from the company, when trying to show it off to a potential customer, noticed that that the chocolate bar in his pocket was melted.
Ah!
Yep.
That's
Pardon-
concerning.
Also, hardened glass was also an accident. Some dude spilled some chemicals on the glass, and then when they did testing on the automobile, they noticed it behaved differently.
A lot of shit in humanity has been invented by a complete fucking accident. I love it.
Absolutely.
Fire was probably an accident if you really want to go far back.
Probably.
Okay.
But with dinner having been had and a fair set of conversation on what the fuck is going on in y'all's lives right now, and discovering shit's gone down with the opposite party as well. The rest of the night is yours to converse on whatever it is you desire, unless you want to move forward with the next day on working on possibly reviving and or unpetrifying the teammates in question.
Oh yeah, we need to go to that light island y'all mentioned in the past.
I really want to go there.
No,
I
they
know
said
it's
it could be a
probably a
trap,
trap.
so like we probably shouldn't go there.
Yeah, but like it's been on the list for too fucking long.
Which means we should just ignore it. It's not important.
Oh, also, I've been meaning to bring something up to you guys that I forgot to bring up before. Specifically when I died the first time. So when I woke up, I didn't instantly wake up. I had a conversation with Irdal first.
Uh-oh.
He thinks that Mother's children are trying to find us. Remember the 3 creatures we thought were hags on the island where we found him?
Uh-huh. The ones who were singing the song?
Were they singing the song?
I think
That was
so.
unclear, but it is believed because it was
There
3
was no
female
one else
voices.
on the island.
And yes, there was no other one on the island.
They are supposedly, actually not supposedly, Irdal told me this, so probably, Mother's actual children?
Oh, so
He says it's probably best to try to talk with them if they find us, but it's... Yeah. I've been meaning to bring this up. It's been hard to find a good moment. Ashrin, I can't hear you.
She's talking to
She's
someone.
talking
Oh,
with
you put your
others.
mic up. You're talking on your phone. Okay.
sorry, my sister is here, which
Oh.
just kind of randomly happened, and I was talking to her for a second.
That's why I saw your face absolutely glow. Like, what the fuck is
I was
that?
like, she opened the door, and I assumed it was my husband, and then I looked up, and it was the wrong face, and I was like, what's happening?
And the funny thing is, like, in her previous position, she had to turn to see that. Right now, the
Yeah.
camera is right at the door.
fingers.
Oh god.
I saw
Okay.
that face. I thought for a second she had a revelation of something in some way, shape, or form, but then she took the headphone. I was like, oh no, there's someone there.
Didn't
Part of me genuinely thought it was her husband walked in with a face just covered in marker.
No, it was my sister. Sorry. Yeah. So he says that those are her actual children. So
Interesting.
does that mean that some of the stories that refer to her children aren't talking about the weapons?
Possibly.
Possibly?
Oh,
Irdal?
Jesus
Any comments on that?
Christ.
And he's like gonna look over his shoulder at his
I didn't know the cat was there, and she moved and scared the fuck out of me because I saw her
Oh.
in the camera.
He would perk up in your mind going like, I don't know these legends, so I can't really tell. But I presume if the number fits, it's over the original crew.
essentially say that word for word to the party.
hold up?
It's kind of be the middleman for him.
Looking back at Jack's play.
Does Jack even remember that?
I think that one would be
Jack forgot his own
ingrained.
play.
I think that's just too hard of like. He
That's too
performed that
recent.
how many
he
fucking
worked
times?
way too fucking hard on
That's
that to
fair.
lose it.
Yeah, like
Also, he has a reminder on him.
That is also
That
true.
is true.
He does have the box.
which is funny as hell. He just pulls it up randomly,
Back when I used to be good at magic.
right? Pretty much.
To be fair, he's still good at magic, just a different kind of magic.
Not the magic he loves.
One could argue he's actually better at magic since he can cast above a second level.
Jesus.
I was able to cast third level before.
You were?
Yeah.
I thought you were contemplating on taking levels to get a third level spell or not.
That was what I ended up doing with the warlock. I got up to third level warlock.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then when I was gonna go into arcane trickster, I was going to then be able to get up to I think a fourth level spell slots.
Okay, okay.
No mention in the story. Children. Yeah, no children in my story.
Are they looking for us in a good way, like they just want to talk and tell us information, or are they looking for us in a bad way, like they want to kill us?
He said talk to them, so I'm assuming information. Unless you want to
Okay.
correct me.
Okay. Wait, question. The last time we sent Fanoa Ascending, didn't we just get that sound?
You got the song.
The song. They found Fanoa!
They took
Well,
Fanoa.
that's,
They took Fanoa.
I thought, well, Actually, that's an important question on that. Was that song them,
Yes.
Irdle? We think it is, but it could not be. It's fucky.
I've never encountered her children before. I simply know it is them due to their caretaking of the tomb. I also do not know
Okay.
what song you speak of. I have never heard a song based upon us before.
It wasn't based upon you. It was strange. Okay. I don't see why they'd take Vanilla specifically, though.
She's small and portable.
They took her with the teleport.
The joke still stands.
Especially considering I would probably be the target since I have Irdle.
And I have the bow pieces.
And you have the bow pieces.
I have 2 strings and a piece of the bow itself. So I have 3 out of the 6 bow pieces.
Only we had an archer.
I mean, you don't need to be an archer to use it. It literally has a spell effect on there.
Yeah. Oh
You have
shit!
to
I
put it
wonder if
in
you
a bow.
could.
Yeah.
I wonder if you
Wilmer
could.
gives Jack Irdle and takes the bow.
No. I wonder if you could use the bow to like shoot spells.
That'd be
Hey,
hype.
Jack, you want to read what that detail is so that they know that that's exactly what it fucking does?
No, the archer was a caster.
Are we just not using? Give
No,
it to
I mean,
us
yeah.
on a fucking
No.
bow.
Ashrin,
It gives
I
you a
thought-
plus
wait,
1 to spell and attack rolls, and you ignore half cover when making a spell attack.
Oh, so it's spell sniper.
Yes.
Yeah, it's spell sniper.
I already have spell sniper. I don't need that shit.
Yeah.
I was about to say, I love how Ashrin's going from like, these items are terrifying, I don't want to touch them, I don't want to mess with them, I'm never messing with these, from, oh shit, that could help me!
No, it can't help me. The staff I have is already a +2. It doesn't do shit for me.
Yeah, it
Yeah, but
has
it's
to
only
be
one
attached
piece.
to a bow.
What?
And the string is used
That's
as a
only one
spellcaster.
piece though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So does that mean if you put all 3 pieces on a bow, it could be...
Because you can't attach the other 2 pieces onto the bow. The string is the only piece that can be strung on the bow.
So what happens if you put both pieces of the string on?
Don't know. Attempt has not been made.
It could be similar to Volmir's Awakening, where you get more ability, like, it gets more powerful.
I have a short bow.
Do it.
Fuck it, I'll unstring my short bow.
I thought the whole thing was that we can't do more than just the string now.
That's what I'm doing. I'm just doing the 2 strings to see what happens. I'm gonna double string this bow. I know there are bows that do have 2 strings to fire 2 arrows.
Do you just attach the 2 strings just as it is? No wielding, no nothing, just seeing if anything will happen?
Well, I mean, I'm gonna have to hold the bow to attach the string and then attach the string again. So I'm gonna be physically holding it. And then once it's done, of course, I'm gonna lift it up and,
Nothing happens.
test the
I
strings.
think you have to attune to it.
As you pull back... Wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit. Oh
Oh
no. Oh, okay. Okay.
21. 24. Well, actually, no, 21 because you get your +3 already.
Yeah, I already get mine.
As you pull back on that string, there's an instantaneous sensation that those 2 separate strings mold together in your grasp. But in that instance, you feel an immense just flood of information and energy just infiltrate your mind. And in that very instant, you just release the string, feeling whatever senses you have left to just refrain from doing so. It was a muddled gray noise, just in its entirety, just trying to fuck with your head.
Am I able to process anything out of it?
Nope.
I want to do. I'm going to tell this to everyone. That was weird. I want to try one more test with it, if everyone's okay.
When you're done, can
Sure.
I try?
Hypocritical to say no.
I would rather. It's not a good feeling. Let's just put it that way.
Maybe you're not the right person to use it.
We'll try it. I mean, yeah, we'll try. I'm on
Different
grab.
kinds of magic.
Yeah, that is true. I'm going to grab the other bow piece of, the actual bow itself. I'm just going to, hold on to it and the bow itself. So it's in my grip as I pull back the string. So I'll have all three pieces in connection.
Wisdom saving throw.
That one!
Ooh, that's the fucking moment there.
Yep.
Oh no.
Fuck around and find out.
Yep.
Red button. Click.
Always a wisdom save.
I'm actually good with wisdom saves.
That was just a 1, yeah. I mean, he's got a fucking +9 to it.
Yeah, I see that. I'm just saying.
But, Jack, as you pull this back, having everything interconnected, it is instant and rapid. It's a flash of just ringing images in your mind. Visions of battle, flashing lights, casted spells, all of them just so unerringly blurred and just muddled in vision and energy that you can't really make out any of that information as you take 19 points of psychic damage.
Okay.
And you guys just watch as Jack just releases the entirety of the shot and the piece just kind of goes flinging a little bit. Maybe 10 or so feet from just kinetic force.
You okay?
Okay. It was like a whole battlefield played through my mind in the span of it.
I wonder if that was memories. Do you think the bow wielder's in there like Iridol's in the sword?
I
Can
mean,
I mentally open up a one-on-one comms with the bow?
There is no
You can't do
connection.
it with Irdle, so I don't think you could.
This was a shot.
okay.
Can I try?
Be warned if this hurts. So
I'm gonna give it a shot.
You're just pulling about the string?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have the other piece with you, or are you just pulling back the string?
I'm gonna have the other piece with me.
Wisdom saving throw. Hey, Jack, is Ashton your friend now?
yes. While we're doing the fuck around to find out, everyone's getting the bonus.
As you pull back the string yourself, Ashton, you feel that flooding wave of energy and imagery, the vision of flashing lights, spells flying everywhere, and it just over encompasses your mind, fills with way too much information as you take 33 points of psychic damage.
Have
Ow!
16 points
Half.
of psychic damage, and Jack takes 8.
yes. It's just kind of like thumb to the temple.
Okay.
Okay.
Can I take a shot?
Everyone just got
Did I see the same thing that Jack described, or did I see anything different?
in relative comparison, yes.
Okay.
Go for it. I mean, this is like a bad acid trip.
Yeah. Take your shot, Volmer, if you so desire.
I'm using the other item. The other piece.
Okay.
Wisdom saving throw?
With some saving throw.
Now I'm wondering what's gonna happen since you have Eardoll.
Oh wait, that was a normal roll. I have... that was an 8 and I have a +10, not a +5, because I'm proficient in wisdom saves, so it's 18. I did a roll, not a saving throw.
Oh, you did a wisdom check. Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
And that's
Do you want me to
+3.
re-roll that, or want me to leave that? Because I rolled...
No, because
yeah.
So you rolled an 8. You have an 8, right?
I rolled an 8, my modifier is +10.
Plus
He's
another
got
3
21
Plus another
total.
3.
21
Oh,
total.
+3.
Yeah.
So 21
Yeah.
total.
There you go. That's how I was like. You said the number, and I was like, "That's not the right number." I know it's not the right number.
Yeah, 20 total.
Because I don't have Jack's stuff written down.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's because it's not gonna automatically do so. But
Yeah.
as you pull back in this instance, you feel that flood of information in that moment. There's this unificating bind that you feel a sort of connection. And in a brief moment, you do see a battlefield against several monstrous creatures, just all sorts of things going on. And whatever position and vision you stand in, you are holding your ground against several of these creatures, pulling back the bow, casting a spell, pulling back, casting another. And there are a few moments where you even hear voices, people, friends. One in particular, far more familiar than the rest. And with a quick glance of just analyzing the battlefield, seemingly in part of this playback vision, you would see 5 other individuals. One of them being a very familiar half-elf, wielding a very familiar blade. Though in its full configuration rather than its short blade configuration.
What's its full configuration? A longsword?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But in that brief moment, you would see as that single moment of unawareness is all it takes for something or someone to just bash to the side of the head as everything goes black in that moment. And you come back.
Oh. So it's hard to describe. It was a battlefield, and I witnessed specifically that I saw the other bestowed at the fallen. And I was the archer, slinging spells, shooting arrows. I saw Iridol. The fight raged on. And then I was knocked out.
You would hear Iridol reply in the back of your mind. Just goes, that was the Battle of Lepog.
Battle of what?
Lepog. Augers.
Auger, that's
Fuck you.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was thinking too.
Fuck
It-
you.
It's Lepogers!
Wait, where are my pogs? I have them. Where are
Oh my
they?
god,
Ah!
yes, hogs.
Where are they? Shit.
Oh, fuck.
I hate
I don't know
you.
where they are.
I
They're
hate
on the
you so
they're on the
much.
shelf over there.
I
Uh,
love that. I love that Jack thought the same thing, too.
Yep.
Now it's the Battle of D's. Are you happy?
He's
Battle
nuts.
D's nuts.
Thank you.
I eat it. What? As soon as he says that, I'm gonna like ask for the bow, and I want to see if I can get that vision too, because there's something Jack wants
Nope.
to check.
Don't. Jack, just keep in mind, you are the only person in this room who can heal.
That's fine.
Don't kill yourself with this.
That's fine. I survived way fucking worse than the bow.
I wonder what would happen if we were attuned to it when we tried.
Jack, just remember that the battle is called the Battle of Lepog.
There's no like if you focus on this bow, does it feel like it needs attunement at all?
Yes.
It's an attunement
Okay.
item.
Well, actually,
Well,
correction.
it
The bow
wasn't-
itself does not have attunement requirement, but it does feel like there is a necessity in there somewhere.
Okay, because I was
The-
gonna say
the
the
individual
bowstring wasn't
parts.
attunement
Mhm.
before, but now it is with the 2 to 3 pieces.
Plausibly.
It would make sense since
Alright.
Irdal is attunement.
Fuck it. I'm gonna unattune to my necklace
I
of
have an
adaptation.
empty attunement slot.
You're about to spend 4 hours on
Well-
it. I think he wants to see it personally, though.
Yeah, that's fine.
The reason why Jack wants to see it is because he's got the story of this battle that he was telling across
Does
the
he
world.
remember
Yeah.
the Battle of Lapog? Actually, would that specifically be the battle that Jack... Because they theoretically
That's what he's
fought a lot.
wondering. Yeah, like he just knows about them fighting, evil, and he wants to see how much of that lines up to what he knows.
Here's an important question to someone who was there. What happened at the Battle of Lapog?
It was terrible. We had heard that there was a horde amassing of creatures. They were going to annihilate an entire city in an instant. So we approached them instead. We approached them in the plain lands of Lapog. And
Where is
Well-
Lapog? Is that a place nowadays?
does not seem to be on the maps in any which way or form. You have not heard of a location known as Lapog by any.
Okay, sorry.
History check?
Make a history check.
I mean,
With advantage, since I have Irdal talking in my ear.
Just straight roll.
I do a history on Lapog too, just in case.
Go for it.
That was his focus. Bad, but
Was past tense.
yeah. That's a good fucking roll for Jack.
They
I
are.
rolled a 5.
Both of you having read up on a lot of tried things, a lot of information that, as best as people can concern, that they have lost to history through the Age of Chaos and whatnot, and a mess of names and a mess of battles and a mess of everything. It's not uncommon to have found one where they believe that the lands have either been lost, scorched, and rebuilt, or maybe just completely vanished off of the face of Xal'Mel itself. And one of those is the lands of Lapog, which was meant to be a rather wealthy continent, allegedly. But at the same time, there was a lot of infighting in between that a lot of people believe that Lapog may have fallen to some sort of situation that just erased itself from history through to dissemination and whatnot, or it may still be out there, just completely unfound.
I know what I'm researching next at the 5Ms.
Yeah, because, this line in Jack's play is, these brave warriors and their new mother fought until their very last breath. They pushed back the darkness and ensured the sun would rise another day. When they were finally felled, their weapons became imbued with the essence of not only their mother, but they themselves. And this sounds like the
You-
fight where they fell.
Or this
Did
is
you-
the fight where they took out the bow wielder.
Yeah. Did any of you...
Because he was taken out either by the others. Yeah.
Bulmer's gonna go to Irdal. Did any of you pass in that fight? Were any of you lost?
That is a difficult statement to define. That was the last time we ever fought with one of our comrades.
Yasha?
Indeed. But to say it was due to them being lost would be inaccurate.
Why is the bow shattered? What did he do? Or she do? We don't assume genders in this house.
I have a fucking
They
idea.
They were responsible for our biggest loss of all. They were responsible for the loss of Mother herself. By what
Mother.
means I don't understand, but my siblings, mainly my sisters, were far more outraged in what had happened than I could comprehend. but something felt right in it.
His sisters?
Yes.
The other wielders.
They consider themselves family.
Yeah,
The other wielders were girls?
There were other
they were
wielders that
men
were
and
girls.
women in the.
Yeah.
They didn't-
Oh. I thought he was talking about the hags for a second. I got
No. But
They didn't discriminate in the bestowed of the fallen.
they did not. Mother's children, in fact, were very gender neutral.
okay.
And he doesn't know
Of course.
how he led to the downfall of Mother?
You don't know how, as in you don't know how he did it, or you don't know how he led to the downfall of Mother.
I don't understand how it works. As far as I've been told, and as far as I understand, whatever our comrade did is what beckoned the end of her era. The era of Mother was no more upon his disappearance.
Guys, be nice. He's a little stupid. He doesn't know magic. I'm not actually saying.
My thought process I just had is, what if this was a fight that he was killed in, and then the other side resurrected him under their control, and now they had a piece of Mother to fight, and the only thing that could probably kill Mother was Mother.
Ask Iridol if.
He can hear you. You don't have to ask me to ask.
Oh, okay. Was Mother lost before this fight or after?
I believe it was the battle itself.
During the battle.
I think that would be inaccurately true, in my
Inaccurately?
understanding.
What do you mean by inaccurately true?
Mother was lost during the battle. Once everything was said and done, she was already gone. But I don't think it was the battle that caused her disappearance.
It was the archer?
My siblings believed as such.
Do you know how the archer
You
fell?
believe? Here's a more important question. What did you believe?
I believed that things had occurred for very many reasons. And quite frankly, as long as we came out alive, majority of us, I didn't find a need to blame or find reason to anything, but to be thankful for that outcome.
How many of you died in that fight?
One. He already said just the archer.
Just the
Right.
archer?
And they didn't die per se.
Yeah.
The only reason why is, like I said, Jack's story is they all died,
Mm-hmm.
but
Okay, I'm not getting an answer, so I'm just gonna come out and ask it. Did the other siblings kill the archer?
I'd be troubled if that was the case scenario. If all of my other family were in on assassinating fellow blood kinship. I'd like to believe not, due to their outrage and their own shock at the outcome.
Like
So
to
he-
believe.
So he didn't betray you.
I don't know if that's exactly wrong. As I said, my sisters, who were far more in tune arcanely, heavily believed it to be a betrayal.
Mommy, are you in there?
Good to know my mic can pick that shit up.
That's just how loud your child is.
The thing I'm wondering is, I wonder if he, because you said he was firing spells out of his bow.
Yes.
I'm wondering if he messed up somehow and did something to Mother, just like some of us have missed and smacked one of you guys, and that led to the death of Mother, and everyone else blamed him for it.
Here's an important question, just due to the nature of this. I thought Mother sacrificed herself in her physical form in order to essentially imbue her power into your weapons. How did he kill her, theoretically? What do you mean by this?
Mother was not taken by the veil, as they call it. She feared it, so she split herself. But to say that Mother was gone would be immensely inaccurate.
They're fucking Horcruxes.
Oh my god, they're Horcruxes.
No, they're Voltron.
Okay, so she didn't pass through the veil, split herself into these items, but was still there as some kind of entity.
So if he sacrificed her power, not her life.
Indeed. But after that battle, after our comrade fell, we could not feel her any longer. Her power resided in our weaponry, in our lives, but she herself was no longer with us. And
Now,
quickly,
we've
without
been-
her guidance, without her touch, her embrace, we fell apart to descent and troubles.
Now, we've been told that bringing the weapons together, theoretically, would bring Mother back. Do you think that would work? I know you're not as arcanely proficient, but you do know your siblings. You do know this equipment.
I fear that it would be the highest likelihood that to bring all of Mother together in one place would also be to beckon her return. But if that were the case, then after the battle, we could have simply brought her back in some way, shape, or form, but my sisters avidly believed that she was gone. So I think there's an additional step there. Or additional steps that I just simply do not comprehend. Not to mention, as you have shown me several times, not every step needs to be followed.
What does that mean?
You have made a great many leaps just simply enacting before planning and figuring out a way to deal with it.
He's really
Sometimes you have to just go for it.
He's
other
really
words-
just saying, y'all need to think before you act more.
Dumb luck.
He's saying it worked sometimes if you don't.
No, he's saying he's tired of being a backseat gamer for our bullshit.
Oh, last time I tried to come up with a plan, y'all said fuck you and ran off into the distance. I don't know.
Which plan?
With the fucking dragon owl thing. Half of the group was like, nah, fuck it, we're gonna go fly off towards it.
Kinda.
I forget
Okay.
what plan you were putting forward.
We were trying to lure, parts of it to get, like, parts of the children dead before big things started showing up, and yeah, then y'all were like, nah, fuck it, we're gonna go run right at them head on. I was like,
Wait,
Yeah,
I shot that down. My bad.
I was like, even Abraham was kind of just like, okay, but how are we gonna lure these things without luring the rest of them? Because he wasn't arguing against the plan. He was saying like, hey, we need to think this through more. But the rest of you kind of just like, let's just kill it. Like, oh, wait, hang on. He's talking smart here. Let him cook.
yeah. Then like you,
Well, what I'm
Dalmar,
understanding from what Iredal is telling us is that we need to get our hands on one of his sisters because they're smarter.
Yes. He did also say beforehand, in case you don't remember.
Let me correct you there first, because I don't like the slander you're putting
They
forward.
know more about arcane shit.
There you go.
Also, don't forget that he did actually mention before that one of his sisters was awake before him.
Which we assumed to be the cloak, but we were wrong.
Yes. Can you ask him which weapons his sisters
Again,
wielded?
he can hear you.
Oh, sorry.
This was a question asked before. He doesn't actually know. He just
doesn't
knows
know.
the sensation. He doesn't actually know which one they are.
Well, do you remember
He
what
doesn't,
each
he
one
doesn't
used?
remember which ones they used?
Yeah.
Vividly so.
Because before you didn't remember anything, which is why we kind of dropped it. But here, you used the sword, so you were in the sword. So if your sister used the dagger, for example, she probably is in the dagger.
oh, I just had another thought.
Hmm.
This is me, the player, because you haven't mentioned it in game. But you were talking about with Iredal when you died, about how there's a possibility that you could become him.
Yes. And kind of take his spot.
So what if those aren't his family anymore? Because Iredal was locked away for so
Oh.
long, nobody used him. But all the other ones have had users throughout history. That
Well,
it could
he had
now
a
be.
user too.
He did for a bit, but not.
He did.
He was locked away, like more securely than probably the other ones. Because he is
I
like
don't
the
know how
key.
comfortable I am saying that.
I mean, where we fucking found him and how we had to get to him, like, and
The
him
others
being the
are on-
key to things.
The others are on other planes of existence.
Not true.
Oh wait, really?
Not all
I
of
thought
them.
they
Some
were-
of them were.
Yeah.
Some were, some were not.
The shield was on a different plane of existence.
Shield
Mhm.
was
We
in
know
the
for
Feywild.
sure that it was.
The armor was. Well, no, the shield was on our plane. The armor was on a different plane.
No, the shield
Other way
was
around.
on,
Shield was on the other plane.
Shield was on our plane. It was in the dump. It
No.
was in the.
No, the
Or-
shield
it
was
wasn't
in
Feywild.
Feywild.
I meant to
Yes.
say armor. I
Oh.
said shield.
The
Armor was on
armor
our
was
plane.
on our plane of existence and then got bamfed to wherever the fuck you guys sent it in the portal.
And
Which-
allegedly, according to the group, it is now actually back where it belongs. Where the fuck that means, who the hell knows?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it belonged on that other plane, and it came through the portal to our plane. With the
That is
armor.
a huge unknown right now.
Okay. But yeah, so like, even then, like, planar travel, yeah, it's hard, but like, not
Yeah,
that
but
hard.
stashed in different places. Like the fact that they're all stashed, hopefully, extremely hidden according to the bestowed of the fallen.
But
That's
we're also
definitely is there.
like sure that Iredal's like kind of the key to everything. Yes. From all the information we've found,
Mm-hmm.
so like I feel like the key would probably be hidden way fucking harder than the rest of them.
my brain would go. Why would you only hide one piece that hard though?
So does he know which weapons his sister wielded? Not necessarily which weapons they are now.
Yes. The
What?
sisters were the dagger and the cloak.
The cloak.
I thought the cloak was mother,
Yes.
or at least her core.
That doesn't mean nobody wore the cloak.
And the dagger
Yeah.
is with everyone's favorite goth MILF bitch we want to stab.
Well, that's not. We don't know if the
Hey, Jack.
dagger.
Wait, Jack can go in there without getting kicked out of town instantly and talk to her. I'm just saying.
No,
Hold on.
I'm not
Actually,
sending Jack in
unironically
there by
true.
himself.
Yeah.
Jack is the only person who can enter that city.
But we also don't know if that's the dagger or not, because
Yes, we do.
no, we don't.
No, we know she has the dagger.
Yeah. The stone that Corveus had, we don't know if that's the dagger.
No, but we do know she has the
Mhm.
is it the
Either-
dagger
Yeah.
for sure.
Either the dagger that Ashrin got or the stone are the dagger.
Yeah.
Yes.
One of the two, yeah.
Which, it's more likely the dagger Ashrin got her, because
Mhm.
the stone is the master of her, and she was the reason why he was stuck in the stone.
Yeah.
So that, and my running hypothesis was this was her trying to make her own, essentially, Bestow of the Fallen weapon.
My
This is her.
hypothesis is that she just really didn't like his teacher because he does not sound like a good person. And he probably wouldn't raise good students who like enjoy his company. So I'm
Gee, I
imagining,
wonder who else that sounds like.
so I'm imagining it's like a fucking Sith Lord situation, rule of two. One of them
Yeah.
betrayed the other and is now taking their own apprentice.
So do we want to go hang out with the mistress of Salisbury?
No.
You don't want to take her on yet? I could use a dagger.
A conversation with her might be in order, but
Ashrin, Dama, and I can't enter the city.
it's whatever. I mean, she can allow you in and allow you out on, you know.
No, I
If
mean,
we-
part of our deal was that we never entered her city again.
Yeah, but if she allows you to
Homer,
enter,
Homer, teach me sending, and I'll send her a message.
by the way, have I attuned to this thing yet?
After the hour comes by, I need you to make an intelligence saving throw.
Oh shit.
I'm
How
not very good at that.
Oh
8.
no. You cannot attune to this.
Wilmer wields the sword and the bow.
Fuck that.
You feel as you try to attune yourself and connect to these pieces all together, and there is just an immense just surge of arcane force that just denies any form of connection to you. 33 points of psychic damage to you as you feel an active force that just doesn't work here. Like, it has the ability to do so, but it's not unlocked yet.
Okay. So the other thing I want to do, which might sound somewhat dumb, Jack is going to do essentially what everyone did the first time around. He's trying to focus on what Volmer talked about.
Battle of Poggers.
Yep, the Battle of Poggers. And Jack wants to try to hold that information, that image, for as long as he can and brute force his way through if he can. So even if he fails, he wants to just keep holding it and just eating that damage.
Make a wisdom saving throw.
Because the thing he wants to do is he wants to try to identify all the other users, compare it to what he knows, and also identify Mother, if he can, if or some presence of her, and what this fucker might have done. I know I'm giving a lot there, but this is just his thought process.
Make me an intelligence check as you're trying to force, just brute force your way mentally into
Don't feel me.
this information.
Mother fucker! Every time it matters, I roll like
Hey,
shit.
Jack, how much health do you have?
What's that?
How much health do you have?
He's
Oh,
fine.
fuck.
He's fine. He's got tank. But also, it's not that it hurts him. It's that as he tries to keep that focus, try to push through those images and keep himself from releasing the string as much as possible, that focus in his mind is just impossible to grasp onto as you just watch him release it anyhow.
He's gonna go straight into it again.
Wisdom saving throw.
At
That
20.
is-
Intelligence
first.
check.
That's not bad.
16.
Plus 0.
Doing your absolute damnness to hold on to that imagery, that memory. You don't get visions. You only get short emotions, phrases. Desperation. A necessity. Self-sacrifice. Wisdom saving throw.
Motherfucker.
Oh no.
32 more points of psychic damage as after those words ring into your mind, those emotions, those sensations, you feel just overflow, crashing into you. It's, let it go.
He's gonna focus on those emotions and sensations again and do it again.
You're all just watching
I
Jack
swear
just
to God,
making
if you
his
killed
ears just
yourself doing
bleed.
this.
No,
Jack?
we're fine.
I want you to go look at memes real quick. Just
Oh,
look at the
no.
memes channel.
Oh no. Just the man pushing the boulder uphill.
You're fucking Sisyphus right now. Due to your own fucking what's the word?
But-
What's the word I'm thinking of?
Stubbornness.
Not stubbornness.
Hubris.
It's the one thing Greek myths all warn you about.
Hubris.
Hubris.
Okay.
Your
You
own
used
hubris.
that at the beginning when we were
I
talking about
did.
the gold.
This isn't
Jesus.
really
did.
hubris though. Like this, like he can take this. Like this isn't nothing
He can.
right now to him. Like
Remember, you're the only healer. If you go down,
That's
you
fine.
might just die.
I have 120 health still right now.
Like, he's got a little trickle of blood going down the ear, but he's still standing.
Yeah, and I still have lay on
sitting
hands.
right next to him with her hand on his chest. She's like, please don't kill yourself doing this.
I'll be fine.
I will say, if this is how Jack dies and we have to revive
I
him
have
for this,
65
you're
points of
never
healing
hearing
with the lay on
end of
hands.
this. I hope you know that. You're never hearing the end of it. I
Wisdom
will
saving
hold it
throw.
over your head for the rest of your days.
Intelligence check. Don't damage, but that it is hard to hold on to.
He's still just gonna keep like wants to get that
gonna
information. So we're gonna do it again.
Go grab a drink and use the bathroom. Sisyphus over there is rolling a stone.
Yep. I like the idea that Volmer's literally going to the bathroom, just watching like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom while you're at this. It's just like-
Oh.
Oh my god! Volmar, come back!
the moment that he goes to the bathroom,
That's what it was.
Like,
Volmer was fucking
the moment-
distracting him the whole time.
The door closes and instantly goes like, Volmer, come
Why
back!
did I hear instantly screaming through my headphones?
Volmer, come back!
And he rolled a nat 20. Okay.
Yep, you were the reason why he's been
I guess I'll
failing.
hold it for now. I guess I'll hold it for now.
But as you hold on to that and hold on to those words, those emotions, there's a brief instance that you see in your mind where on the ground, dazed, before looking up at a full moon night sky, and there's only one thought in the mind in that instance. Send everything. And you feel one more casting of a spell with some saving throw. Intelligence check.
That's not bad.
Not bad.
It's average.
You pull into that vision, and as you watch as the bow draws back, there's this unerring, blinding light that then overtakes everything in your back.
He's gonna touch his chest and first off, 59 points of healing to myself,
Okay.
putting me back up to full. And I'm going to explain that to everyone. I kind of want to do it one more time just to see. I want to know what happened after that flash. And he's gonna go in.
19. 17. It's quick and instant, where all you see, Jack, is as that flash goes into the sky itself. It's like the entirety of existence just halts in place. And as though in a singular blink of the eyes, you see those two moons now in the sky. One that wasn't there before. And you're back.
Did this motherfucker create a moon?
He made the moon prison!
Hit the moon.
He made the moon prison!
Gyarados ringing any bells?
He did what?
And I'm gonna explain all of the emotions. Like, I followed like a river. The self-sacrifice, all that stuff.
Then my sisters were right. And
Right.
he just falls silent in that moment.
I mean,
Sounded
That's-
like he was trying to protect you.
I think he used up whatever power he had from Mother, or... Now here's a question, actually. When that flash hit and the moon was created, was there any creatures around him anymore?
Outside the purview of the vision.
'Cause that's what I'm thinking. Is he did this at the expense of Mother to save the world? They blamed him for Mother, no matter what happened. It was his fault. That's why they took him out. That's what my mind's going at.
Gyarados?
There's just no words. He has nothing.
He's just giving you the petty silent treatment.
It's not
Or-
even the petty silent
I think
treatment.
it's-
This man's like
He's processing.
his whole purview. Yeah, because like he
Okay,
just
okay.
heard that his family was like.
Yeah, I've been saying this since the beginning. I want to put this bow together. I knew something was fucky with this whole situation.
Yeah.
I don't believe that this will lead to destruction. Well... Ooh, I just had a bad thought. If you do put the bow together, what if the moon goes away and everything comes back to the planet?
Yeah, that's the problem there.
But that almost doesn't make sense because he was killed afterwards and the bow was destroyed after all that happened. So...
Well, the bow was split apart, not destroyed.
Well, yeah, split apart, but like that all happened after the fact, after he did all this. So the bow was still intact while that was in the sky, yes.
Mhm.
So
I'm still on team. The bestowed and the fallen themselves don't seem that bad. I'm starting to come around to the bow person. Probably did the right thing.
yeah, still feel like they took out their frustration and anger and blamed him. That's
Which
why it was
on
separated.
one hand, you do stupid shit when you're grieving. On the other hand, that is their brother. So I'm a little miffed about that.
Yeah.
It sounds like it was mainly the two sisters, though.
The loss of Mother hit us all. in many ways.
Like, to me, this feels like you run into a burning building, and your choice is either save the children or save the parents.
And you saved the children.
You save the children. You know,
Well, yeah.
that's... And then the children then blame you and take it out on you. That their parents are gone. That's what I'm feeling on this one.
And ironically, it's like the start of Attack on Titan when Eren just gets pulled away
I've
from
never
his
seen
mom in
Attack
the
on
rubble.
Titan.
I haven't seen it either. Sorry.
I haven't watched it
Come
either.
on.
Yeah.
It's
Fucking
episode 1,
weeb.
motherfuckers.
Yeah, I haven't seen it.
Attack on Titan just
Failures.
didn't appeal to me, so I never...
Nah, fair enough. It definitely is an acquired show.
Alright, well,
It doesn't sound like something I'd be into.
I think we need to put this bow together and figure out... Or at least get more pieces so... To the point where we can maybe talk to the one inside. We need more information. Huh.
This may be an absolutely crazy thought process here. Can I attempt to attune to the bow?
From how Jack felt with his own attunement to it, it doesn't feel like it can be attuned to anything
It
yet.
can't be. Okay.
Something short-circuiting
Uh,
in wires.
All I'm hearing is
It's
we're gonna
not-
have to figure out how to convince them to let us gather the bow pieces.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean...
Because the current keepers
Yeah.
are very against gathering the bow.
Question though. Didn't we give Rhea the bow piece back?
I don't believe so.
No.
We never got around to it.
No, because... Yeah. We got
We
that
have
after
3,
we met
they
her.
have 2.
Mm-hmm.
No, they have 1. Where's the last one?
Well, there's 6 pieces total. There's... What was it? It was
I thought it was...
4 wooden pieces, 1 string, and then the second string was hidden from history, which was the one that Musa had.
Or more accurately, it was meant to be taken to a secured place, but in transit, Stargell happened.
Oh yeah, so
So we have 2 strings.
we have 2 strings and we have 1
Wait.
bow piece itself. So we have 3 of the 6 pieces.
And then
Who has...
Essig has 1 bow piece.
And the other 2 are still out and about.
Which were what Jivlil and that group said they were going to check on first and foremost, because they said even with Essig going to collect pieces, those 2 pieces were more important to confirm where they are.
Which, my theory here is that Javil and his group ran into Essig and his group where they were
That would
going.
explain it.
Which, if they have been traveling and they managed to get to Bill, my thought is potentially the Sun Island, which is supposed to be somewhere over here, right?
I will say, though, I have enough faith in that group to where I think they would prioritize getting the bow piece out of there than surviving.
So maybe they have it.
Maybe they have it. I hope they have it.
I mean, that's saying that they fought at the bow piece itself and not on the
Not
way.
before that. Before. See if they
Yeah.
fought like here before everybody got on a boat or in Gabbington.
Or even just like at whatever weird location they fought at the start of the island and not at the bow pieces location.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Those
Especially
two.
since they probably couldn't run away with people turned to stone, to be fair.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll have to talk to him and figure out what the fuck happened.
Okay, so plan for tomorrow, i.e. next session.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Help the people.
We go to some churches and ask, hey, can we kidnap you for a second?
Yeah.
And if not, we bring them to the forest.
Yes.
Yeah.
try to get
I,
things.
I'm still iffy on, because I do think they would at least enjoy Luma since they are kind of outcasts, and Luma is the place for the outcast.
I
Well,
don't know
actually-
if I necessarily trust them fully.
Correction.
That's fair.
You actually only know where One Piece isn't. You know where One Piece is, technically.
We know where the One Piece is. The One
What?
Piece is real.
You know that One Piece was with Jen.
What?
That's right. Jen had a piece.
Yeah.
Jen had a piece of the bow.
The only time you ever brought it up with her is that Jack straight up asked her, "Is like, give me the piece," but she had no idea what you're talking about.
Jack
And I
said that
remember, in
about the
fact, you guys
cloak.
insight checked her to even like secure. It's like, no, she literally has no idea what you're talking about.
We asked her to give us the cloak.
Yes, but obviously that
But
was
did we
what's
ask
keeping
her to give her the bow piece? We knew she
Yes.
had one.
Jack told her straight to her face, saying like,
Okay.
"Give us the bow piece," and she was like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" It's like, "Give us the bow piece," and you insight checked her, and she literally had no idea what you were talking about.
Oh, okay. I remember what you're talking about.
Yep.
Fuck, I still think we should have just killed that bitch.
So technically
just fired
speaking,
back.
there's only one piece that you don't know where it is,
The One Piece
and
is real.
presumably, if
Which
Ash's
would be
theory
the
is
Sun
true,
Island. It's gotta be on the Sun Island.
Well, no. Maybe Sun Island is one that we know of, then we don't know where the other one's at. Because I have one.
We have
Essek-
one. We
Essek
have
has
two
one.
pieces. Essek has one. Javille has one.
Wait, did we know?
And there's...
Oh, yeah.
Did Javille have one? No.
Javille did not have one.
No.
Javille did
Yes,
not.
he did.
Jen had one, and
No.
then the Sun Island.
Yeah.
Actually, no. Correction,
We'll
no.
have one.
Dwelmer is correct. Javille did have one. Yes,
Javille
because
had
we got
one.
the visions.
I remember-
Javille was
I
one of them
remember
who had it.
specifically because when we
Jen,
found them
us,
their ship was
Javille.
floating away at sea.
Yes.
Jen. The Sun Island? That's 7 pieces.
So, no. So, Javille, Jen, Sun Island.
7 pieces like a Horcrux!
Actually,
I
that is
don't
coming out
think
to more
the Sun
pieces
Island-
You also are aware that when you scryed on them, presumably if they were heading for the Sun Island, they were looking for like a stone. They were not looking for a boat piece.
They were on a boat!
They were.
They were
Hold
they
on.
were on a boat, indeed.
Yes.
They were looking for a
Myself,
stone.
Javille,
Yes.
Essek,
A stone that
Jen.
So if they were
Dalmar.
presumably headed for...
Yeah, you don't know where they were headed, but you know they were looking for a stone that when putting out the description, Dalmar did deal with it with Jack's old character, with the
Corvette.
box. Yeah, Corvette with the box. It was just like maniacally trapped.
So
in some
the
way, shape, or
stone
form.
that they were looking for was the stone that Corvus had.
Yes. Until unfortunately
Was
they
not at
failed
Sun
on
Island.
disarming the box.
Okay, so if they ran into them, they could have ran into them by
Wait.
Sandbury, which would also be within walking distance of Bill.
So all the bow pieces are accounted for.
Yes.
I have one, Essek has one, Javlil has one, and Jen has one. Then I have the 2 bowstrings.
So
That
there's
makes
not
6.
one on the Sun Island?
There's not one on the Sun Island.
No.
We still have no clue what's on the Sun Island.
Yeah. So all of the bow pieces are accounted for in someone's possession.
Right?
According to everything that KTK just said.
Yes.
I'm so confused. Okay,
Yeah.
so
So myself,
Ashford, the Sun Island does not have a bow piece.
Yeah.
All of the bow pieces are accounted for and in someone's possession.
Yes,
myself,
they are correct.
Jen.
Because this entire
Okay.
time in my head, I've been saying in my head, I'm like, I don't know why they think the Sun Island has one. It does not have one. But I just realized that's right. It's because you guys aren't accounting for the fact that you know Javlil
Jen had
and Jen
one.
had one.
Yeah. That was the missing key there. Okay.
So yes,
All those are
Sun
accounted
Island
for.
for sure does not have.
Yeah. Fuck. God, I really want that weapon back from. Bitch.
Well-
That's so much fun with it.
we could go get it from her.
Assuming you can find her.
Yeah. And
That's the problem. Don't forget, the last time you saw her, she took Varel.
Wait, she was
No.
you're not.
Jen? No, he's talking about Ryra.
Yeah, he's talking
Ryra,
about
Mrs.
Raya.
Ryra.
Oh,
He
sounds
wants
like
the
word.
weapon back from her.
oh, I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about the boat piece. My bad.
Yeah, no. I want the fucking stone back from that bitch because I had so much fun with that fucking thing. Ah. Okay.
Okay. Well, we have a plan for next session. I gotta go because my kid wants to go to the store and get apple juice.
Yep. Oh my god, that was awesome.
I love